Hello everyone and welcome to the Austrian Legacy League Season 8 Week 20. I'm your host Philipp Klein and we are having our first weekly in this new post-ban meta. We are really immensely enjoying the bans, and we just hope that we see a lot of new decks, a lot of new tech, and that the reign of Blue-Red Delver and also the reign of Mono-White Initiative is finally broken. I mean, probably it is broken because the cards don't exist anymore. We are really looking forward to this new iteration of our beloved legacy format. So in this iteration, or this week of our league, we have, I think, 24 players battling out. We are playing for 4 rounds tonight, like we always do. And for the first match that I'm going to cover right here, we are probably playing post-ban Blue-Red Delver versus Black-Red Reanimator. So we hope you have fun and you enjoy the stream. So we are having Jonas Barnfind on Blue-Red Delver versus Leon Alagic on Black-Red Reanimator. Jonas is probably one of our, I don't want to say best players, but he definitely has a lot of skill. He was also attendant at the last European Legacy Masters. And yeah, he is definitely known for having a lot of skill actually, and hopefully hopefully we will see the new Blue-Red Delver deck works well. So Leon's hand looks pretty standard, pretty straightforward. On Jonas' side, that was a little bit fast, but I think he's playing Stifle in his list. And also, I know that he has shown me the Mercurial Spell Dancer. He plays, I think, 4 of them. So let's take a look. I think it's Leon's first time on stream. We are showcasing here the Austrian Legacy League proxy deck, because we are having 3 fully prox decks always ready to land out in our local game store. And therefore we are trying to minimize the gatekeeping in our community so that people who don't have a legacy deck are still be able to play our great format. So Leon probably goes for turn 1 Thoughtseize, and maybe I'm not sure if he will if he goes looting after that. So yeah, he is reading the Stifle. So yeah, the proxy decks from our league are looking totally like normal Magic cards. Besides the duels, we are using the MTGO artwork, and the backside of them are how do I say this? The backside of them are not a Magic card back. So we are trying to minimize any impact that we could have on the secondary market, or minimize, not even minimize. We don't want people to sell it, basically. So the only thing that we are doing is bringing people to a format and giving them the opportunity to play the game that we all love. So yeah, Leon, I think he's for first time playing Black Red Reanimator. Yeah, I think he's searching for a reanimation target, but he has the Ceres Emissary in hand, which is already pretty great. An Exhume and an Animate Dead. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Discard Ceres Emissary, discard Animate Dead, and then simply unmask your opponent and reanimate Ceres Emissary. It's probably not enough on its own to win here, but it will put him really far ahead, actually. He's thinking. Yeah, discarding Animate Dead and Ceres Emissary. Now would be the time to unmask, pitching Exhume, and reanimating Plane Around Days. He thinks about what cards to pitch. In my opinion, it's more important to play around the days eventually, and keeping the Lotus Petal open. Because if you don't need the resources right now, so you can still flashback looting next turn, maybe find something else that will bring you the win, pretty much. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Oh my gosh, it's always the same. But yeah, we will just... Oh yeah, unmask, pitch, reanimate here. Okay, he is afraid of the life loss. And he also is actually on 18 because of Thoughtseize. Okay, Jonas is explaining to him that he can't stifle a mana ability. In my opinion, the correct thing to do here is taking the Brainstorm. Yeah, Jonas is a level 1. I'm not sure if I'm correct here, but Jonas is a level 1 judge. And he loves to go about rules to talk about rules interactions and everything. So he's helping his opponent here pretty much. Yeah, Leon taking the Brainstorm, which is for sure the right call. Yeah, he doesn't need to sack the swamp. And Exhume on Ceres Emissary. There's pretty much nothing Jonas can do. And we have the Ceres Emissary right now in play. Okay, I've got the information that we are 25 people right now. So unfortunately, we have a bye. So Markus Schmidhuber will join me for this round to commentate on the match. So,
hi, I'm Markus, and I'm happy to be here, even though I got the bye.
Well, yeah, this happens. Actually,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but Yeah, you can join us.
Yeah, that's nice. I always wanted to chip in the broadcast, so it's nice to have the chance to commentate for a bit.
What do you think about this matchup? Jonas is playing Blue-Red Delver, but now with Expressive Iteration banned, he's playing 4 Mercurial Spellcaster.
And he's playing against
Black-Red
Reanimator, so that's both decks that I know pretty well because I've played both a lot.
Oh yeah,
season.
That's true. That's true.
Both of my most played decks last season, so I actually know the matchup pretty well. I would give the edge to Jonas here, even though Delver's been a bit nerfed, but usually you need the Delver player, if he's experienced, is a bit favored. And I know his opponent, he's playing Reanimator for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's true. We already talked about it because Leon is thinking about reading all the cards because he's not used to it. I think the last times he always lent out Blue-Red Delver.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's probably more used to playing this kind of magic. Wait, what? Okay. Jonas drew from the bauble. Okay. How big is the Emissary? Is it a 7/7?
Yes, it's a 7/7.
So Jonas is on 11.
Yes, I mean he's clear. Leon is clearly ahead on board, and I think he's. I don't know what is the emissary on. I can't quite.
Instant.
Instant.
It's on instant.
So yeah, I think he's gonna win this.
Yeah,
game,
this is pretty
clearly.
much the only mistake that I have seen is, in my opinion, that he pitched the Reanimate for the Unmask and played then again the and exhumed the Seraph Emissary and used the Lotus Petal, because he could have used the Lotus Petal for flashing back a Faithless Looting the next turn. So it's not a. I don't know if it's a mistake per se, but it would have given him the option to play around days and also draw 2 more cards and maybe find something that he can use.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Even though Reanimate takes a lot of damage.
I think that's his inexperience showing, because even in this matchup, I mean, the Angel is nice and all, and Delver has. I don't think he has any answers in the main, Jonas. Yeah.
Nope, and there he scoops it up.
Because Bora would be the only thing.
Yeah, it's a one-off, and that's usually not enough. I mean, he pondered, he brainstormed. He tried to do everything to find the Brazen Borer here.
It wouldn't have worked because of instant, because the Angel was an instant.
Okay, yeah.
But against every other card with more than 6 toughness, because the Achon would have been able to be handled also by the Unholy Heat.
Yeah, that's true.
But the Ancient Instant was like unbeatable except for a Murktide, 8/8 Murktide.
Yeah, that could block him to death. So what do you think? I don't know Jonas sideboard pretty much because of the new iteration of Delver.
Is he playing the version with 4 bubble and predicts?
I don't know. I only saw him buying 4 Mercurial Spelldancer.
I don't really like the Spelldancer in the new versions of Delver, because Spelldancer was especially good with the iteration. It was the best spell to copy, and I don't think the new versions, even if it's playing predict is not expressive iteration. It's far worse. Even though you can put counters more easily on the Spelldancer if you play 4 bubbles.
Yeah, that's true.
But the new versions usually play the blue-red Young Pyromancer.
Iconoclast, yeah.
Iconoclast, because it also profits from the 4 baubles, besides predict profiting from the baubles, because you more often know the top card of your or your opponent's library.
Yeah.
And predict is nice with you look at their top cards, you don't like it, you predict it away.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. So you you are saying you don't like Predict.
Oh, I like Predict. I don't like Spell Dancer.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think Predict is fine. It's clearly worse than Expressive Iteration.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Expressive was a totally
Yeah.
different beast of a card, but
I think Spell Dancer was fine when Expressive Iteration was legal, but I don't think it's as good with Predict and the normal cantrips you would likely copy, because what's there to copy?
yeah, that's
A
true.
lightning bolt, a brainstorm, it's just
Maybe an
not as
unholy heat.
exciting.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
again,
the same.
It's not
No.
the same, yeah.
I mean, yeah, double brainstorm is okay if you fetch between, but it doesn't has the impact like an expressive iteration.
It's just
that's true
not
for
as
sure.
nice,
Yeah.
And you need to have two counters on the spell, then you need to hit. I mean, hitting is not a problem, but if you do all the work, you just want to copy something more exciting. And the new Delver lists don't have that many exciting cards.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing is, like we said, it's Predict.
What is he boarding in? Is he boarding in all these cards, or is this just
No,
his
he's
special?
just. I think he's just counting the cards to make sure he bought it the right way. I wouldn't
so
board
the-
in
the show
the
and-
Serenities because they're
No,
just
and I wouldn't board in the...
show and tell because of Pyroblast.
No, I would board in the show and
You
tell.
would
I
board
would
in show
still
and tell,
board
okay.
it in. Clearly, it's bad against Pyroblast, but I would be... I'm not sure I would, as Jonas, I would board in the Pyroblast against Reanimator, because the likelihood of them being dead is so high. You just main deck, you hit nothing, and after sideboard you only hit the show and tell,
Show and tell,
and
yeah.
you don't know that Reanimator has the show and tells, because not every list plays them. So
Yeah, that's true. Do you like the show and tell in the Reanimator sideboard?
I play them, but I don't like them.
Yeah, I'm totally on the same page as you because I in my opinion the best versions were always Jund.
Yes.
Definitely.
I also liked Chant the best, so the aggressive anti-hate sideboard with Abrupt Decay,
Trophy, Reverend
Silence, yes.
is simply superior. Is in my opinion superior because
Yes.
you have a far more stable mana base with just 3 colors than you have with 4.
Yeah.
Because the show and tell versions are always running 4 colors.
And also the trophies, especially, and also the Abrupt Decays, were like catch-all cards that you could board in if you weren't sure.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
What hate the opponent's gonna bring, but
Reanimate, Exhume, Dark Ritual, and Dark Ritual.
does he have a threat?
Okay, John. It's a little bit pretty.
Okay,
pretty
I would.
fast. You would mull the.
Does he
Yeah.
have a way to discard? I only saw
A
the
grief,
grief.
a grief.
No, himself.
No,
I don't think so. No,
No,
I would mull it. Because if the only thing he needs to draw is a threat, then I would keep. But if he has reanimation spells and protection, but that's not enough. Because you need to draw a way to discard your threat, or to put it in the graveyard, and the threat, if it's not an... What's the name of the card that puts the threat in your graveyard?
Faithless Looting or Entomb?
Entomb, I mean Entomb. Because Faithless Looting has the same problem, you need to hit the threat. So you need a way
Yeah.
to discard yourself and the threat. And
But
that's too much.
I'm pretty sure he wants to grief reanimate grief, and that's also
No, that's not good.
it's not
No,
good
no,
enough.
no, I've played that line many times, and against Delver it's not good enough.
Okay.
You're not gonna win with grief in play. You discard him 2 cards, but he just needs to fend 1 threat. Okay, he brought in counterbalance. That's interesting.
I can totally see grief reanimate grief here, but if you say you played both decks of a lot actually,
Yeah, I don't like that
I
line.
would take the
because-
brainstorm. take the Brainstorm, Reanimate,
This
take the
is
Murktide.
the surgical.
That's a surgical. Okay,
I would take
I
the
haven't seen
surgical.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of off to the side, but easily the surgical.
Yeah, I would go for the Reanimate here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna do.
But then he has to. It's hard because then he has to take the Murktide.
He's still. The problem is then
He's down 4
he has
alive.
another grief. Okay, but what I dislike about the Reanimate grief line, it's the Reanimate is his only his only reanimation spell because he pitched Animate Dash, which I don't understand. I think it's clearly wrong. If he now reanimates the grief, he has grief in play, but no more reanimation spell, no threat, and only mana and another grief. And I don't think that's a winning line because if Jonas finds any threat, the Delta threats are all better.
Yeah, they are
than
extremely
the
strong.
grief and. Okay, he's gonna play another grief from his hand.
Hardcasting grief. Okay, what about this line? Is it strong enough?
He needs to take the Brainstorm.
Yeah, you need to take the Brainstorm. And you can next turn reanimate grief, take the Murktide.
I don't know what removal Jonas left in, but I'm pretty sure he has some removal. Maybe an Unholy Heat because it still kills some of the threats in Reanimate in the black-red version because they play like up to 4 copies of the Archon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
he,
Archon of
and
Cruelty is
he
really
might
strong,
even
yeah.
left some number of bolts in because sometimes you get the Reanimator
Yeah.
players when they go too low. So I would not bank on the grief. Did he take the Brainstorm?
Yeah, he take the Brainstorm.
Okay,
It,
yeah.
It's certainly the right
Yeah,
call.
it's his best line because now he has a chance with the grief to go all the way. Oh, did you draw another reanimation spell? An Exhume?
Yeah, he has an Exhume Models in hand, yeah.
Okay, then it's not as bad because I thought he didn't have another reanimation spell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Now, yeah,
Exhume
and now
and reanimate, yeah.
and he instantly has. I think he already has instant sorcery land. Now with the bauble, it's Delirium, and I'm giving the edge to Jonas here to win the race. And Leon needs to find another way, a threat, a real threat, a way to discard it, and he only has the reanimation spell, and it's.
Grizzlebrand on top. But yeah.
Yeah, now he still needs to find a way to discard it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I would, in my opinion, I would still try to go reanimate grief here, take the Murktide and try to race.
yes, of course. I agree, because now you have 6 power on board, and your opponent only has 3.
And he can't block because he has Delirium.
And yes, and he's still.
And also Menace, I mean, let's not forget Menace of Grief.
Yeah. So yeah, this works out pretty well, but he needs to
Yeah, reanimating Grief here.
he needs to play the Exhume because it loses value after. Because if he no.
But he can't play the Exhume. He doesn't have the mana.
Yeah, that's a problem, because now if he takes the Murktide and he casts Exhume after for another threat.
Yeah, then he can Exhume
Yeah,
it.
and still okay, you need to take the
The Hearse,
the Hearse, yes.
Unlicensed Hearse.
But still, that's
Yeah,
not a good position, because
no.
now the Murktide is in hand,
And it's hard to race
yes,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah. That's
So if he
um,
finds a way to discard the Grizzlebrand, then the game swings in his favor. But right now, I'm thinking Jonas is gonna take it as it stands,
Yeah, for sure.
because also the Dragon Rage
The
channel
Murktide is now
is
huge because he is.
yeah, and with the Dragon Rage channel, Jonas can keep digging And the longer the game drags out without Leon putting a big threat on the board, the more it swings in the favor of the Delver player. You don't want to give time to a Delver player with an active Dragon Wish Channeler.
Yeah, there's the Murktide. I think it's a 6/6.
He has 3 spells in the graveyard, so yes, 6/6.
6/6.
Should be 6/6.
Also the raise. No delirium anymore. Also
but it's not a problem. Probably would have attacked first with the Dragon Witch Channeler before delving, but I mean that's a slight misstep from Jonas' side.
Yeah, also
because it's not a good blocker
Jonas
against
also on 15.
Against the menace threats. It just doesn't do anything.
Oh, and another. That's. It doesn't
Jonas
look
is
good
very,
for Leon
very
here.
far ahead. I mean, Leon found the Lotus Battle, so he can cast the Exhume, but he still needs to find a way to discard the Grizzlebrand, and every turn is in favor of the Delver player.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And that's why I like the...
And also counterbalance here,
and also
double
counterbalance.
surveil trigger. I think this game is pretty much locked up.
Yeah, because now 2 types, 3 types, he just needs to find...
1 type and then
an instant or a sorcery. And
then he attacks for 12
yes.
in the air, and that's pretty much game.
Leon drew a land, so still not a way to get the Grizzlebrand into his graveyard. And if Jonas attacks once for 12, he can't even activate the Grizzlebrand anymore. He needs to leave it on blocking duty.
Yeah.
And it's and also he has 1 turn because Jonas is gonna have a spell at some point.
Yeah, he has a Daze in hand.
He has a Daze in hand and another counterbalance, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, this game, like you said beforehand, simply Grief Reanimating Grief is not
now
enough.
It's not good enough. I've done it so many times, and it's not where you wanna be. You wanna wait till you can do it all in 1 turn. So he hit double Grief, so I would have waited as Leon until I draw a threat and discard outlet, and then would have checked if the way is clear and gone for the big threat.
Yeah.
Because Grief is not a winning line against Delver.
No, definitely not.
I've never won a game with Grief.
Would you even go that far to say you bought it out?
No, you need all the
discard that you can have.
Yes.
Okay.
So you especially because against Delver, it's important to get the threat into play early because the longer the game goes, the worse it gets for you because of all the counter magic and the lower life total you get. So and Grief is free.
And there we see the Mercurial Spell Dancer.
Yeah, that's not gonna matter.
Attacking for 6 here.
But I would have played the game much differently from Leon.
And that's game. So it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Jonas and Leon.
And that's how we expected it to be for sure, because after sideboarding, Delver definitely has the edge, and especially against an inexperienced player from the Jonas is very experienced with Delver. He has played it a lot. He won the season end tournament last year. He qualified for the ELM
European Legacy
Delver,
Masters in Bologna.
Yeah, so that's definitely how we expect it to go.
Yeah, and even at 4 seasons, I think he went 2 times top 32 at least.
Mm.
So there's that. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving him the edge, and I also think he's slightly favored after boarding. We were kind of like last time sideboarding, we were talking about if I liked the
show and tell?
The show and tell or not. And my stance was kinder, I think you need to board it in, but it's not great. And the reason I don't like it as a card is because it's essentially you play the Dark Rituals, but you can't do it on turn 1 because it's blue mana plus black mana for ritual. So you basically need 4 mana to cast the 3 mana spell.
Yeah, for sure.
And even though I don't expect Jonas to have many Pyro or Red Blasts because I don't think they're good in the matchup.
I also don't think he has botted them in.
Yeah, so I would board show and tell just to hedge against the surgical extraction, yes. But I don't think it's a good card.
Yeah, I also totally agree here. It's for me, show and tell is. I don't want to say it's kind of a non-bow, but I mean there are cards like. Okay, now we are going really deep into the Cenk, but Stronghold Gambit actually was played before in the Chant versions or in the Maru versions, and it does basically the same.
Yeah, with a high risk, yes.
But with a high risk.
One less mana, and so it's red.
And it's on color.
Yes, it's on color. So I also think Stronghold Gambit has its merits. I've never played it because I kind of dislike the downside.
And just powering through hate is simply way better.
Yeah.
Also, like we said, if it would have been a Chun version and he brought in Assassin's Trophy, he could have won this. He could have raised it.
Yeah.
He could have trophied the Murktide and raised the non-delirium.
Also,
even
if you had the abrupt decays, you can think about bringing them in because it kills the little threats uncountable. And sometimes the Delver deck plays like 1 or 2 Grafdigger's Cage. So that's the...
Yeah, also.
Yeah, so and in the dark you would probably bring it in.
The trophies for sure.
The trophies for sure.
And I'm not so sure about the DKs.
The DKs.
Because you're hitting Dragon's Rage Chandler, you're hitting maybe a Grafdigger's Cage if they're bringing it in. But the only thing that you're a little bit scared of is a 8/8 Murktide.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything else you can handle with your Grizzlebrand.
The good thing and why I kinda would think about bringing it in is because you also have the Archon, and if you handle the little threats and you slam the Archon, he needs to sacrifice the
big threats. Yeah,
yes.
Okay, that's true.
And also on attack, so he has 2 sacrifice triggers, even if Jonas has 2 creatures. But if Leon gets to attack with the Archon, the Murktide is gone.
Yeah.
So I think you could think about bringing it in, but Leon isn't playing it, so it doesn't matter anyway.
So Thoughtseize here for Leon. Did he fetch? I'm not sure. I think so.
He has the hand.
Stifle Day Dragon's Rage Chandler. My opinion, it's easy Dragon's Rage Chandler. And a Wasteland. Okay, a Wasteland.
I would like to know what Leon has in his hand, so to make the
It's
decision.
Grief, an Exhume,
And Faithless Looting.
and a Faithless Looting. Animate Dead. Grief, Animate Dead, Land, Faithless Looting. Dragon's Rage Chandler. Not close.
I would pick the Days.
Why?
Because he has only 2 lands and all his reanimation spells cost 2 mana, and also there's a Wasteland in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
And you kinda need your second land because in case the Faithless Looting doesn't hit immediately, you wanna at least have some.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
I can see.
So because the Dragon's Rage Chandler isn't an immediate threat, and now we have the situation, and he needs to fetch the Reanimator deck only plays black basics, but he needs a red mana for the looting. Without looting, he can't even start to play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fetch into looting would be the correct call here.
Yeah, he needs to fetch into looting, and he shouldn't grieve.
Nah, he shouldn't grieve. He needs griefs to discard.
He needs to wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since he knows Jonas didn't have the surgical last turn. He had 1 natural draw, so I wouldn't expect him to have surgical, so I would loot first.
Yeah, for sure.
And would wait with the grief to check for counter magic, which is far more likely.
Yeah, because he's he's playing the 4 days, for force of will,
and also you want to have more cards in hand before looting, not
oh
less.
yeah,
So because if the looting draws into
any kind of
he needs to. If it
beta.
draws, it's a land from the looting. He needs to keep the land, and if he
draws a petal,
grieves,
he needs to keep it petal.
Yes,
if he draws a
yes.
dark ritual, he needs to keep it.
So definitely, he does it right. Let's see.
And an Axiom and a Grizzlebrand.
Yeah. So he needs to find a land. Basically, he needs to discard the Grizzlebrand
And one grief. And one grief.
Oh, he's 2 grief.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't cast both with this hand. I mean, and in case of counter magic, it's better to keep 2 reanimations. Yeah, okay, it's alright, because grief, pitch, grief, and then exhume, it's alright. Yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, but he has to wait for grief.
Yes, he definitely has to wait. He has to find a land, then... No, please don't grieve.
I think he wants to grieve right now.
No. Yeah, okay. No.
That's
yeah, now he needs to take the...
Stifle.
Because of the stifling the Grizzlebrand trigger?
Stifling the fetchland.
The fetch. Yeah.
Stifling the
Yeah,
fetchland.
sure.
But I still think
I would have waited. Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. That's the natural drawn force.
Did you draw? Yeah.
He draw a force, yeah.
So what does Jonas have in hand?
Nothing blue anymore.
Okay.
So there's that.
But he needs to find. Okay, that works.
That works. But
yes.
It would have also worked
Yeah.
if he grieved now.
Yeah, it would have been better. It would clearly better, because if Jonas had another blue card in hand instead of whatever he has besides the force, then he would lose now.
He would yeah.
He would have nothing left in hand, nothing in play against a Dragonage Chandler. Yeah, okay. I mean, it was clearly played in the wrong order, but yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah, easy draw 7.
Yeah, 2 times. Because Jonas still needs an answer for the Grizzlebrand. You just don't attack, but you can draw so many things.
I wouldn't draw 2
because
times.
Of the
because of the bolt that can happen.
Yeah. Also Brazen Borer. Brazen Borer bounce the Grizzlebrand, hitting Delirium in the process. Oh no, he's 2 types in the graveyard. I thought he had 3. No, okay, then it's not a problem. Then it's not a problem.
Lands, griefs.
Yeah, and then Tomb.
Still wouldn't grieve here. Just keep the Grizzlebrand. You can entomb Band of Turn.
Yeah, now he just needs to sit back and wait.
Yeah. Entomb Band of Turn into,
Yes, into Archon.
Emissary or Archon.
Or Archon, yeah, it doesn't matter really. I like the Archon more.
Yeah, because it puts a harder clock on your opponent.
Yeah, it kills his threat. You draw a card every attack and the entering. You gain life. It's just better.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if he's really afraid, he can grieve now.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
It makes kind of sense if
Sure. See, he can resolve the. Yeah.
So 2-1 for Leon here.
Yeah, not the cleanest 2-1, but yeah, it's kind of the cards lined up in the right way, and this is how you win the matchup. I played this matchup the first round at the ALM in December, and I also got destroyed by Reanimator, by Black Red. Reanimator actually played the first round against the second place, the guy that got second with Black Red Reanimator.
What was his name at the
I don't remember it.
It was a French guy. No, he had a very Portuguese sounding name.
Yes,
but
he was from France, but he was not a Frenchman originally. He told me, we chatted a bit.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I think he was Portuguese or Spanish. I'm not sure, but somewhere from that part of
And he
Europe.
also played Black Reanimator. But
played-
that was in
yeah.
the last meta that we had with White Plume Adventurer, with Expressive Iteration, and now that these two cards are gone, what do you think is coming at us?
I think Delver is still the best deck,
Oh yeah.
to be honest. So
So we're basically agreeing on everything right now.
yeah. Actually, the thing that's most interesting for me is there are two new adventure cards on Magic Online: the black 4-drop and the green 4-drop.
You mean initiative cards, yeah.
Yeah,
the
initiative card.
initiative
What
cards,
did you say?
Adventure.
Oh, adventure. Yeah. The initiative cards, and I've seen people try out the green one really heavily.
The Under Mountain Adventurer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think there could be a nice initiative deck with the green one. But to be honest, I still think Delver didn't. I mean, Expressive Iteration was insane. Don't get me wrong, but
Delver doesn't lose a lot
Yeah,
of
Delver-
equity through this ban.
Delver just needs to be reconfigured. But I still think it's the best deck.
It will remain the top dog for
Yeah.
sure. I'm also 100% on board with you right now. Like we said, Predict is here. Delver is the best deck in enabling Predict because they have the 4 Drainstone Chandler, the 4 Baubles, Brainstorm, Ponder. Also Delver itself lets you take a look at the top card. No other deck can utilize Predict in that kind of manner.
Yeah, I agree.
So, if one deck will break Predict, it will be Delver.
Yeah.
And I think it's time that the bans aren't going far enough that we will have to ban one of the threats. Maybe Murktide Regent or Dragon's Chandler.
I also think Delver profits a lot from now having an excuse kinda to play for Mishra's Bubble because before only a few lists played 4, most played 2. And now with Predict and even when you play I always forget the name, the Yorion Pyromancer.
The third path Iconoclast.
Yeah. He also profits from Bauble, Predict profits from Bauble, Dragon Rage Channel profits from Bauble.
Oh, yeah.
It's worse for the Delver because it doesn't flip the Delver. But with the Predicts and the third path Iconoclast, you now have an excuse to play 4. And it makes all these cards so much better.
Yeah, they're so extremely synergistic.
Yeah,
It's
so
insane.
So I don't think Delver is gonna miss the Expressive Iteration that much. Of course, it's an insane card, and I was of the opinion it was the best card in the Delver deck. You know, we
true.
wrote about it in
It's
the
true.
group chat. And also it was in every deck that played red and blue or was interested in splashing red. Every blue deck played for Expressive Iteration, even the control decks. And
Yeah,
with Mystic
that's
Sanctuary,
right. That's very interesting that you
Yeah.
said it because, in my opinion, this ban didn't really hit Delver that hard, but it hit 4-color control immensely.
Yeah, sure.
And that was not the way WotC or the player base intended this to be, because players wanted to have an edge against Delver and wanted to nerf Delver, but this ban hits 4-color control, and I'm not sure if 4-color control can really recover from this, because what they are playing now, Silver Library, it's nice, but it's not really that good. And where do controls stand now? I mean, you could play Accumulated Knowledge, but to be honest, is Accumulated Knowledge really the answer?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, the thing why I don't hate it hitting the especially the Cheska control decks is because of Triumph of St. Catherine.
Yeah.
Because I felt like Delver was always behind against the blue-white control decks. then the matchup turned kinda around when Delva started playing the Mystic Sanctuary in addition to the
Yeah, with
Expressive
the days,
Iteration,
yeah, to
because
put it
it
back.
was far easier to grind out the kind of mid-range control decks like Jeskai until Triumph of St. Catherine came around. That swung the matchup back in favor of Jeskai control.
Yeah.
But now without Expressive Iteration, the control decks took a big hit. So Delver is again not that far behind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even especially with Predict,
Yeah.
drawing that many cards. Yeah, that will remain the top dog. I'm pretty sure.
The hit for initiative was far harder than for Delver.
Oh yeah. But speaking of initiative, What you think the green really has an impact? The Undermount Adventurer? Because I'm of the opinion that the premier initiative deck will now be mono black.
You mean with the Ravenloft thingy guy?
The Ravenloft Adventurer, because
Yeah, because of Dark Ritual, I guess.
actually Dark Ritual, Soul Lands, Lotus Petals and everything. But the real big thing for me is here that this is the only color that can utilize free initiative cards. That they have access to 12 initiative cards in the main deck. 4 Ravenloft Adventurer, 4 Passageway Seer, and 4 Vicious Battle Rager. All are aggressively costed with 4 mana.
I kinda. So I actually ordered last week. I ordered the green and the black 4-drop initiative cards. What I like about the black one is not especially for an all-in black initiative deck, but we have seen those Helm of Obedience
Combo also in the deck,
yes.
yeah.
And they like to play cards like.
Dotty Voidwalker with Helm of
Yeah,
Obedience.
that's a combo anyway, but Sheldred.
Yeah,
or
Sheldred
like
is
the
also
Dino.
really strong.
And I think the black initiative card is another card you can just board in certain matchups that you don't expect to win with the combo, but you kind of want a Dark Ritual, the Mox, the Chrome Mox, kind of like turbo them out and then win the fair game.
Yeah, or do it differently, like play main deck initiative and then just simply board into combo.
The combo, yeah, that's also possible. So I'm really excited about these cards because I mean they were legal the whole time, but
they
without,
weren't
no
the Raven of
Magic
the Adventurer
Online
weren't on
means
Moto,
lot
yeah.
less brewing, and we all know people copy lists from Magic Online.
All that time.
Yeah, I mean we do it ourselves.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. So we take a short break. We are back in about 5 to 10 minutes. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and maybe you can see me on camera if
We
I
will
do
see.
well enough. But I've got a very good win from the buy.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we will be right back with the stream. Okay, we are back with round 2 of our weekly in the post-ban meta. I'm Philipp Klein. I'm here with my co-host for this round. It's Christian Neutz, also known as Gino.
Hey.
So we are commentating for you the second round of our weekly. This round we are playing on the left side David Binder, on Yorion, some kind of Yorion pile.
I think he plays Yorion Natural Order. I played against him a few weeks ago.
Okay. So is he playing no-show with a Traxa?
I think so.
Okay, that
But
sounds
to
pretty
be honest,
nice.
I played Madness against him, and rounds weren't that long, so I didn't see that much of his deck.
Okay, yeah, I can totally see this, yeah. And Dominic is always playing 4-color control.
I think so. Usually he's playing, but I don't know if he plays it today. But
Yeah,
that's
because the
about-
bands also hit his
Yeah,
deck.
and I think he said something about he wants to try something different, but I'm not sure about this.
Okay,
But
it's
it
Dominic is
Like it.
definitely on
Yes.
some kind of 4-color control. Like, we see a tiger, we see a
Tundra. On David's side, we see. I can't
see
really.
a Tundra.
Is it a Tundra?
Yeah, this is a Tundra.
Okay.
You see that, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's
this is
bent. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
No,
band.
it's four color.
It's
There's
the
a Minsk and Boo
Yeah,
and an Uro.
It's the same deck I played against. It's the natural order.
Okay. And Minsk and Boo prismatic ending. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
that
library.
just looks like his usual deck.
Yep, usual four color control list.
Looks like they keep.
Yeah, I
Starting
mean,
seven.
very nice hand with Silver Library that will put him pretty far ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if David has the prismatic ending in hand to deal with
I
it right
think
now.
yes, he has it in hand, if I'm correct, but I don't think if he has some acceleration on one. Did you see a
Nah,
thing or something?
there's no acceleration. I'm not
I
sure
think
if
has
he
something. Oh, yes, the abundant growth.
abundant growth. Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not an
yeah,
acceleration. It's just a draw one.
Yeah,
It's kind of
cards acceleration.
yeah.
That also counts.
It's mana fixing, to be honest. That will be an interesting matchup because the both decks are so similar.
And yeah,
But I think I think David has the edge here actually because it's Yorion and
he
Yorion.
has more cards.
He has more cards, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
That in
But-
so control-y decks or mid-range decks, it makes a huge difference
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
to have more cards that you can draw into and not even better cards, but more like you have some silver bullets in it that will draw you out of certain situations that you simply can't afford to have in a 60 card version.
Especially in the national order build.
Oh yeah. Maybe this is the first time that I see a Traxa in
Yes.
action.
I haven't seen. I've seen in some YouTube streams.
Yeah, YouTube stream,
but I
Modo
didn't-
Leagues, but never in paper.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty stoked actually.
I'm really interested about the deck because I think that's a deck that
Easy
really that I would really like.
The no-show?
Yeah.
Or the troll. I really love the
The
Love the-
no-show.
the no-show
yeah,
list.
The no-show also.
no-show
the
list is
Caracas.
really cool.
And the Uro.
And that is the first time the Uru should always resolve. But that's a pretty strong play here. It puts
Backwards from the Uro.
left front on the Uro. Thank you very much. It's easier if I have a second one to look out for these kind of things also.
Wasteland for the. That's because of the Minsk and Boo.
And also for the Caracas, yeah. For the Uro.
Does he have a Uro in hand, Dominic? Not sure.
No, there's a.
Does he?
Was it a
what-
minor misstep?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
I'm not so sure about minor
think there are
misstep
I don't
in
know.
two minor missteps even, yeah.
Mainboard.
Yeah, mainboard and in a control deck. That's kind of strange actually.
Okay, the oof for.
Yeah, to bring on the beat.
Yeah, it's a Glock.
It's a Glock.
It's a Glock.
Yeah, play the Tiger. And what's happening now?
Ponderino.
And Ponder, yeah. Good thing Ponder is not an artifact.
Yes, and also no artifact lands in play, so.
Everything works just
Everything.
fine, just as Richard Garfield intended.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Ponder gets shuffled. It was just such a
haven't-
bad.
didn't see anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it was land, and something that didn't impact the board. So makes sense for the random card to be probably better than all three. I also really love the shuffle effect on the Ponder because
What did he
it's an
draw?
Uro.
Oh, okay.
So definitely the best card.
Going for 2. Yeah, as I said, it's a Glock.
And an
Another
abundant
Abundant
grove. So,
That's minor
okay,
misstep.
wow.
Okay. Maybe it's not that bad in the matchup.
Yeah, at least it.
And he could just pay the one.
Yeah, that's true. So an Uro right now. And go back to 20. Oh, that will be a hard matchup here. Probably the strongest play that they both did. In the game
And
is
it's a
the
bit-
wasteland on the Caracas.
Yeah, it's a pity that that David is missing the fifth land drop,
Yeah.
so he can't play his. Oh, now he has it. So there should be a green sun for three.
Okay. What will come?
Endurance.
Oh yeah.
Leo. He plays a Leo.
But endurance is now
endurance is
is
really
way
good
better.
because-
Yeah.
because of the Uro in the graveyard. I have force on Dominic's
Yeah.
side, but I think he has does he have a force in hand?
No.
No.
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Just 2 cards, but I haven't seen them. I don't know.
I think one is one Minskamp? No, that was on.
That's on Dominic's side. Yeah.
I confused it.
Yeah,
Two
Dominic.
Similar, two
Yeah.
similar decks.
Yeah, that's basically a mirror,
Yeah.
even though it isn't.
A mirror with different cards.
Yeah, it's so strange. And also a 4/4
Hamster. Man.
hamster. Yeah, go in. No? Okay.
Yeah. He respects the
The
collector.
the collector.
The collector
Yeah.
beatdown.
Now a sword on the Boo token and
I think he also have a prismatic ending, if I remember correctly.
would you bought the collective out? Probably.
Yeah.
It's simply, yeah, it's a clock, but it's not a good card in this matchup.
It's not really. I think it hits nothing. No.
It hits nothing. No.
No. Just a 2/2 for a 2. I would board it out.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
there's the prismatic.
Prismatic ending on the Boo. Prismatic ending on
the-
Minsk
the
and
Minsk and
Boo.
Boo.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, that's a strong play here. But he still has the 4/4 hamster
Yeah, but
that will go in here.
he also has a Minskamp in hand, I think. Oh,
And
a
another
second
one. I don't. Okay. and
Casually
draw
drawing 4 cards.
4 cards, yeah.
Destroying the clock on board.
The clock, quote unquote, yeah.
The real threat.
Very, very strong. But David can still
Yeah.
play his own Minsk and Boo.
That's some chaos in the multiverse. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here lore-wise, but I like it.
Dual Minsk and Boo. That's kind of okay. Then a sword.
That's a life.
Gain in a life. And another hamster. Hamster and a land.
So much lands in play.
And another Minsk and Boo gone. And now there comes the Uro.
That should
Seal the deal.
seal everything.
And David should definitely scoop it up here.
Yeah, it's
To-
a
to-
very, very time-intensive deck
Yeah.
he has.
And Dominic also plays a Triumph of Saint Catherine. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he has it in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Such a great card.
I know this because the day I played against David, I also played against Dominic.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And I lost against the St. Catherine, yeah.
And 2 lands in hand for David.
And there comes his Uru. I think you need to, on both sides, free life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you. All this incremental life gain.
Yes. Always up, always down. That's not how Garfield intended.
No, not really.
Left point should go down.
In the good old days, you had to pay 1 mana for free life.
Yes.
And play a healing self.
Yeah. The good one of the boon cycle.
Yeah. And predict. Naming Tundra, am I right? Yeah. That was a good blind name
Yeah,
from me,
yeah.
yeah. I've seen this deck before.
You're just a good player.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the prismatic.
And now
Okay,
it's- now it's over
that's
again.
game.
Yeah.
That's game. You pump the
7
and-
and
ouch. That's 7 and
13.
6, 13. Here it goes down to 7, and Dominic goes up to 23.
double fetch.
Back on 5.
So see a little bit of his deck.
Is there a way David can still win
I
this?
don't
I don't
think
think so because
Endurance does something.
not enough.
Should have come a few turns earlier.
It's an end of turn endurance. He wants to kill the Minskin Boo, but a well-timed sword will simply get rid of it.
Yeah, and Dominic has so much cards in hand and selection. I think he
Triumph, misstep.
this sword. No, what's the
No, but 2 triumphs. It's pretty easy. Just put both triumphs back and
Yeah, you didn't even do. You don't need to do anything. You just attack.
yeah, not even attacking them.
You see. Oh, this is graveyard.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's very unfortunate.
sorry.
Yeah, David should have scooped it up 3 turns ago to save some time. The 3 minutes could be relevant. Yeah, okay. So at least he's scooping it up now.
That's the thing I am worrying when if I ever play the deck. The time it takes to play, because I'm not that of a
Control player. Yeah.
I need to learn this.
I totally agree with you. Totally understand because playing control is like a totally different kind of
Yeah.
beast.
You need to play against your opponent and you're on the clock.
Yeah, and you have to play fast and smart because you're always
There's
working
two things
on.
I don't care. I can play fast. I play fast decks, but I can play smart.
You also can play smart, but then can't play fast.
Yeah,
It's the same for me, and I also, yeah, these kind of decks are just too slow for my liking.
but it's a very interesting deck, especially now
I
with
mean,
the Atraxa.
Yeah, with Atraxa, but I wouldn't play the Yorion version. I would play the Band
yeah.
No Show
Yes.
with Natural Order and Show and Tell into 4 Atraxa, or the one from the Italian guys that they were playing only 1 Atraxa.
I don't know this. I haven't seen the deck list.
Mhm.
Oh, is that the one you sent me? You sent me a list a few times ago.
I'm not sure right now, but it could be. It was from 4 Seasons.
and it was so incredibly beautiful.
Is this stuff? No, that you sent me Hydro Ball.
Hydro Ball, yeah.
That's something different.
I'm going to take a look if I have taken a screenshot of it, but maybe I don't think so.
Oh, I think you sent it in the lead chat, but that's too far back.
Yeah, haven't taken it, but there was a guy who's got top 16 at Four Seasons Bologna Winter Edition, with a no-show Atraxa deck with one Atraxa only,
Okay.
and this deck looked insane. 4 natural order and 4 show and tell. Really, really great deck. But the only thing is, Atraxa is what, 2025?
Yeah, something like that.
It's pretty.
No, you sent me the list from Frame U with.
Okay, yeah,
with the
with the
four
4
Atraxa,
Atraxa. But also this looks incredibly promising, and I could even see myself playing something like that,
Okay.
even though it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A green deck.
A green deck for Philipp. That's
What's wrong with you?
yeah, that's totally strange. But I
Should I
can
call a doctor?
probably. I mean, I'm more than Martin Grix's guy, but Atraxa makes it interesting. So I talked with Marcus in the last round
Okay.
about the bannings.
Oh, yeah.
We are certainly talking a lot about bannings in this iteration of our weekly because it is the first post-ban tournament that we're having.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Expressive Iteration ban and White Plume Adventurer?
I am very happy about the White Plume Adventurer ban because I could never beat the deck.
Yeah, that's true.
Although elves should have, everywhere I read, elves is not that bad against initiative, but I could not beat it. I don't know why.
You need a really strong and fast hand
Yeah.
to beat it.
And yeah, I'm really happy about the Adventurer ban. The Iteration ban is not bad, but I'm not sure if it's enough to break the Delver. How should I call it? The Delver.
Delva
omniscience.
Reigns. Okay, yeah. The Delva oppression, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Delver
can-
oppression. Thank you.
I can see it. I'm also of the opinion, like I said in the last round, that we are probably seeing another ban, most likely in Murktide Regent or in Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Yeah, I think Dragon's Reach Channeler would.
There are two axes actually,
Yes.
and there are two arguments to be made. Dragon's Rage Channeler
Is the enabler?
fuels the Murktide Regent. So if you take this one out of the equation, Murktide Regent will be probably very reasonable.
Yes.
On the other hand, Murktide Regent is the payoff, and therefore, if there's nothing to power out with Dragon's Rage Channeler,
You have a 3/3.
Dragon's Rage Channeler
You
seems
flop
like
that.
an okay or a good card, but not problematic in any kind of way. And
As it's a very good card,
yeah,
but
but
it's not enabling anything.
yeah,
what-
the best thing.
Oh, we have a
Okay,
keep now. Oh,
A Leyline
Leyline
Binding.
the best card in Legacy.
Freelance Ponder and a sword.
I need to play
Mhm.
Mono Blue Delver again.
Oh yeah.
Now we're seeing the Leyline Binding.
Did you have it in the last iteration? In the
I
last
had
version?
it in 5-color Mono Blue Delver, yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
I played it 2 times, I think. And
You didn't even went that
I
bad
went,
actually.
both times I went 3-1.
Ah, very great. 5-color mono blue
I
Delver.
only lost to actual Delver, I think.
Well, yeah, they are playing. Did you play 4 Expressive Iteration? Yeah, you did, huh? No, you
No,
didn't.
I didn't play any Expressive.
Yeah, that was the mistake that you made.
But it was Mono Blue. I
Yeah, I
couldn't
know.
play it.
But that's the reason you lost, because Expressive Iteration is
No.
too good of a card.
Oh, but,
And okay, Abundant Growth, Prismatic Ending,
Mala 5.
Brainstorm, Malo 5. It's a solid hand for a
Yeah.
Malo 5.
But nothing special. And that he has a prismatic ending, and that's
That's
Not
kind of
bad.
okay, but Dominic also has a Prismatic Ending. I wouldn't.
Wasteland for the draw.
Yeah, okay, the Wasteland is probably strong here.
Ponder.
And yeah, take the Force. If you waste him now, it's could be strong.
Does have a brainstorm.
Yeah. Waste the Tundra. That's a good play here because he doesn't have that many cards in hand, that many lands in hand. Also, have you seen you haven't seen, but we had it in the last round. Jonas is playing Stifler in Delver.
Yeah, Stifle is Stifle not is always good after bannings.
Yeah, always when there are bans, Stifler is making a resurgence.
Yeah,
That's
because
I don't
that's
don't understand why.
Yeah, because it's a card in because most of the time something from blue text gets banned, and Stifle you can switch out and it does something.
Yeah, actually you're kind of right, but
You can always stifle a fetch. You can stifle something. There's always something to stifle.
yeah, that's true. That's why I like a value Stifle. So to have two Stifles in a deck, just for value.
Fun fact: Mono Delver was Stifle's main.
Oh yeah. But what are you stifling besides your opponent's things?
Judge calls everything.
Judge calls. Classic Gino. Stifling judge calls here. David is also playing Field of the Dead.
Then he's probably also. Is he? Yeah, he must play the. At least one loam.
Yeah, for sure. But these are 80 cards, so finding the loams can be quite tricky.
Double fetch.
Oh yeah, I have to.
So it's 18 to 20.
18 to 20. No forces.
Oh, I think Dominic
Until
has at least one.
Yeah, he has one in hand, yeah, that's true. Wasteland.
And what am I stifling in Mono Delver? That's one dirty game I had. Always refer to it. One time against Münster, I think. He played Fetchland. I fetch Stifle. He played next round Fetchland, fetch Stifle.
Ouch, that hurts.
He played okay. Tried Arbor. End of turn. Gut shot.
Ouch. Okay, so it resolved
9 life.
on 28. Oh my gosh. So Dominic can't handle an Uro. That's what he's signaling through the Swords to Plowshares here.
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of it right away to excel it.
Was certainly the right call because of the Caracas.
Yeah.
And I think he will want to brainstorm here.
He's tilting me a little bit.
What? What is tilting you?
He's tapping in the wrong side.
I think this just he's tapping on to the left.
There are arrows on the cards for a reason.
Well, you're not wrong. So Dominic is back to 22. And a fetch land. Has anybody tried to play Uru with Ephemerate?
No, today, I think yes. There wasn't there a Soul Hurler deck that played it?
Probably, yeah.
Ah,
And
backup, the good
backup
ones, backup
Uro.
Uro. Always should have a backup Uro.
And does it resolve? Does it resolve?
Yeah, you don't count the first one.
That's true. Yep, so you go to
31.
31. And the land from hand? No land from hand.
Has a grist in hand?
No grist. That's a card you elves player love. It's a
Yeah, but he
predict-
plays Zenith, I think.
Yeah, but he doesn't play black.
Yeah, he plays.
Four color. Also, you mean David?
And I think he also
Okay.
David.
He's a Green Sun Zenith
A Green Sun. At least he plays Leovold, I know that.
Yeah, because you can see knee fit. That makes sense. Leovold makes sense. You don't need the black dual stuff for Leovold. Not in this kind of deck with 4 abundant growth and for Green Sun Zenith.
So that's why I thought maybe he had a.
Could be.
No, it's a brainstorm on Dominic's side. And I was focused on David's hand.
All the cards. Dominic can't hold all these cards. It looks like Dominic simply swept out the expressive iteration for predict.
Yeah, that's the Cannon, the Caracas. That's a easy switch.
Yeah,
But I don't know if it's the correct one. But to be honest, I'm not a blue player, so I don't know.
yeah, I gotta say, predict is pretty strong, but I think if you want to gain an
Is it
edge,
Zero? Yes.
yeah, if you want to gain an edge as a control player, maybe it's time for accumulated knowledge to shine again.
Really?
Yeah, why not? Nobody's playing
To be
accumulated
honest,
knowledge.
I'm not sure what it really does.
You draw a card, and then you draw a card for each card named accumulated knowledge
Ah.
in all graveyards.
Oh, yeah, that's.
And just think of it like in how the sword on the dried arbor hurts.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So he stands on 31. What I wanted to
Why?
say
No.
was, yeah, because he it was a Green Sun Zenith. It was not the fetch. Yeah, you're right. Where was I?
And he wasn't. Dominic isn't 21 because he forced something.
Yeah, because he forced. Yeah, thank you.
And now he's in 19 because he fetched. Accumulated knowledge shoot.
Yeah, because nobody's playing accumulated knowledge right now.
Yeah.
And just think of it, it's like, for sure the first one is bad, the second one is okay, the third one is great. And then you can Mystic Sanctuary it, put it back on top, and then draw 3 cards again.
Yeah.
That makes it really strong. Until people are figuring out that you are playing accumulated knowledge and playing accumulated knowledge then in their own decks, and then suddenly it gets worse. But if you're the only person who plays accumulated knowledge, I think it's really a strong.
That's just like the stifle thing.
Yeah, it's like the stifle thing or like a dredge thing. Yeah. If you're the only person doing it, you're gaining a huge edge. But surgically
and-
on Uro.
And a lot of people boarding out. Hey,
there's a grist.
Yeah,
You
totally.
were right.
And a Leovold.
Both black cards.
You can play that. Can you play? Yes. Don't a lot of people already board in like ley lines against Delver?
No, that's simply not good enough.
I don't know.
Ley lines against Delva are, yeah, I mean you get the delirium, but
The DAS is one wonder. You
for sure for in
the work
theory,
card is big. And if you play, it depends. When you run into a lot of ley lines, then it doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
play cumulative knowledge.
oh yeah, that's true. The graveyard hate hits you suddenly a lot harder, because accumulated knowledge, if you don't have anything in your graveyard, is just draw 1 for 2 mana. That's just not good enough. If you can predict. But with a little bit of setup, or in a black shell, maybe Painful Truths will make a comeback.
I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
Painful Truths is for 3 mana a sorcery with Converge. Um,
And value words.
you basically, for every color that you use to cast this, you draw a card and lose 1 life.
Okay.
And I could see this as a 1 or 2 off in control decks with Mystic Sanctuary. It's like I draw 3 cards, Mystic Sanctuary, put it back, draw 3 cards.
Hmm.
Would be a really strong addition.
So we are predicting in response of the
On the Leo
value
Vault.
words. He's predicting. Uh-huh. Oh, he's predicting. Ah, okay.
Your opponent, yeah.
Always forget that this works. And we have a fetch. No, what do we have?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fetch. David is on.
Back to 31.
Yeah. Sorting the Uro has really made a
And
difference.
birds. I like birds.
I think it's soon time to take the Yorion in hand.
Yes, he last round he also I think missed it one time. He had 3 mana open.
Mm.
Was the turn his Mutton Grove got mental misstepped.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I don't know if it would.
Make a difference? Probably not,
but
but
yeah, if you have the mana.
it's just 1 card more. Really. And another Bunny Grove, okay.
Yes.
Does he get misstepped again? Nope. Drawing a card.
You can lay the quiz down,
You could.
make value.
Attacking with Leo Vault for 3. Woo!
Leopold is so.
We are
I
back.
think we should play more Leopold. It's a good card.
It's good. It's
Now it. can
It's good
land.
again. That's the thing. It's good again. It was bad because of expressive iteration. It doesn't.
Yes, because it doesn't draw the card.
Yeah, expressive doesn't draw the card, and now Narset and Leovold are really back in the menu. Actually, they are
Oh,
making sense now to play again.
I wanted to try some Nickfit again, but I'm not sure.
Nick
not
is just.
sure why.
it's-
I know why because I like the deck, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
how.
but it's I would probably play it more in bug colors.
Yeah, that's why. I
Yeah,
wanted
and
to
also
bring my Leopold
also with new form.
with Neoform.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, you can go first. You can go Veteran Explorer,
Yeah. Oh,
then Neoform your Veteran Explorer,
they get two lands and get
get
a
2
2/1.
lands, get a Snapcaster Mage, flashback Neoform, sack the Snapcaster Mage for Leovold.
Okay.
Turn 2.
4 Leopold.
For Leovold, yeah.
Okay.
And 4 lands.
Yes. You can definitely do that.
And if you're playing maybe Hooting Mandrills in this deck, then you could also make a case for
This
having
is-
a 1 of Atraxa in it.
Is new form color specific? You need to sack a creature of a color, or is it just
Any creature.
any creature?
Any creature.
Oh, Dominic tries to force tries to sort the Leowards, and I think David draw into the force. Incorrectly.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And
And there-
Omnath,
Omnath.
what the fuck?
Now something happens.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
does
I
Omnath
think
say?
You draw a card, and if you play a land, then you get mana or something. If it's the second land, you
Okay.
play this turn. Also land 4, and if it's the second land, you may get some mana.
Okay.
Something
I
like
have
that.
never seen this card in action. I'm not
we are predicting.
blind predicting.
Think. But
Ouch, that hurts. Blind
Leopold
predicting
is only saying you can't draw more than one card, as you can draw one card in one turn. Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because if it wouldn't be like that, you couldn't draw your card in your draw step, and Wizards isn't killing that kind of, or isn't doing something like that.
With a land and then draws a card. That wouldn't really matter what he says.
Yeah.
2 mana.
Leyline Binding. On Leovold or on Omnath?
Yeah, anyway, David will draw a card.
Yeah, that's true. I would take the Leovold here.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
I
so
also played Leovold one time in Elves. Back Elves.
yeah, it's an elf. So why
Yeah.
don't you? It makes sense
It was
to
a
do it.
value elves, value Back Elves.
Okay. Value bug elves, so no natural order in it, or what's the difference?
Yeah, no natural order, and I'm not sure if I played Glimpse of Nature, or if it was a how's it called, the
Chaos elves.
yeah, but
It was Chaos elves.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if I played the Glimpse or if it's already
And the
had,
prismatic ending on Omnath.
I don't know. Beast Whisperer. I don't know if
Beast
it
Whisperer. Okay, yeah.
was the time I played a lot with the Beast Whisperer. Ditch the Glimpse of Nature.
The Glimpse of Nature. Yeah.
It was fun.
I can understand it. Yeah. I'm not a green player. I'm even more a blue player than a green player. So.
You know what? I built you my Khan Elves, and you play my Khan Elves one FNM, and then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
lead for 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6,
6,
7.
Wait, what? That's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's
7.
That's yeah.
A
that's
primeval Titan. Oh.
Yeah, that gets
That is strong.
Field of the
of the Dead and
something
something different.
something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes 2 zombies.
It looks like this game will be a draw.
Yep.
We have 11 minutes on the clock. I
And
don't
the prime
think.
time it's the
Yeah, I don't think game 3 will be that fast. Ouch. Dominic needs a terminus right now. No terminus on the top.
I think you missed the fetch on David's side.
That could happen. And land. Easy.
Easy game.
Land.
Easy life. Fetch land.
That's strong,
even
yeah.
better.
Aha, and Primeval Titan with Field of the Dead is really strong.
Yes.
And Dominic
Yeah.
scoops it up, yeah.
That's the right game action to take here.
Yeah, for sure. Because
10 minutes.
you simply need to conserve your time as most as possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, these kind of matchups are incredibly hard. Incredibly
Control
hard.
mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredibly hard to play, incredibly hard to commentate actually. Because they're so small incremental advantages that the players are taking through their game actions. And they're drawing.
That's alone. It's all alone.
Yeah, they're drawing one card more, or searching for something special, or they, this little advantage here, this little advantage there, and it just builds up all the time until somebody
Do
can't come back
anything.
can't come back
Yeah.
anymore from this from all of this advantage. But there's no such thing as one splashy thing happening. But unlike now, I mean, the Primeval Titan was a big splashy thing that happened. It was just the winning point actually for David here.
Yes, it's a good card.
Certainly a little bit underplayed.
Yeah.
Okay, off to game 3 with 8 minutes on the clock.
How many players are we today?
25.
25. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, unfortunately we have a bye.
Yeah.
Therefore you're
That-
sitting with
that,
me.
That poor guy who got the buy. I don't know.
Yeah, happens. Let's take a look who's still playing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches still unfinished.
Okay. What is Marcus playing today? Is he playing Delver?
Marcus.
Should we-
I'm not sure.
Oh, and the Daniel lost.
Oh, what the fuck? What is
Whoa.
happening?
Finally, somebody.
So Daniel's streak is broken.
Daniel's streak is broken. Finally, somebody did something.
Yeah, I'm pretty much interested what Christian is playing today.
I think his usual
Maverick style
Minster
deck.
pile. I talked to Manuel
Yeah.
a little bit because we are playing the same deck today, actually. And he
Okay.
played against Münster. And yeah, he told me he played the usual Maverick Münster pile.
Okay.
So 2 brainstorms. What is this?
2 Brainstorm Prismatic Ending.
Prismatic Ending.
Green Sun Zenith. I haven't seen the last card.
2 lands, I think.
And Vulcan to ponder for Dominic. What is he searching for?
Good cards.
Probably a Brainstorm to...
Was it now when Ponder?
he has a Brainstorm in hand.
And the Leovold.
And a Triumph of St. Catherine. Land, end of turn Brainstorm for Triumph. Okay. Pondering again.
Ponderino.
Uro, Wasteland, Land. Land, go, probably. Yeah. No, fetch. Okay, we are doing something. We are
maybe
doing something.
maybe a Zenith for 1 or 2.
A Zenith for 0 would be great.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Zenith for...
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ramping a little bit. Although it would have been better last turn. So he could have now played an Uro and ramped even more.
No, he straight up chops the bird.
It's the same. It's almost the same as a Dry
It's
Lava.
better because he makes more mana and has flying.
Oh yeah. So
They can't get wasted.
yeah. So now
That's
we,
also a big plus.
yeah. Now we will see a
I think he
Brainstorm.
needs a sword, to be honest. No,
No.
a brainstorm.
we will see a Brainstorm, and next turn we will see a Triumph of Saint Catherine.
Looks like it. Cost 2 to Miracle, yes.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful Cafe.
Yeah, I have a different name for her, but
What's your name for her?
I don't think it's TUS.
Fetch on David's side, 4 minutes on the clock.
I think you missed the fetch on Dominic's side.
On Dominic's side? Ah, yeah, that's true. Okay, our round time is a little bit wrong. We have still 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will update the time actually. Mm-hmm. 06. Okay, now we have the correct
Yeah.
time displayed. 2 minutes more for them.
Ah,
But
that's-
I still think it won't
it's-
change anything.
Now we didn't see what he. What did he do? He brainstormed. Okay.
He brainstormed, yeah. Another land, a prismatic ending, pyroblast.
You can't. You can't ending the lady.
Nah, that's true, but he still has 4 swords in it, so.
But he also had 80 cards in it. You need to
But
find
he-
the 4 swords.
He can prismatic ending it. He just needs 3 more lands.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
No.
2 more lands. 2 more lands, yeah.
No, why?
He can make the
It's a-
5th
it's a-
color with the Birds of Paradise.
I think it's. I thought it was.
It's not 6, it's 4 5, yeah.
I thought it was 5 and 1.
It's 4 and 1, and therefore it can be ended
Can be.
under the right circumstances. It's kind of hard, but it works. Yeah, Leo Volt.
Yeah, it's an elf. That's always good.
And Tiger
Tiger.
here.
Swing for 5.
Down to 12.
Up to e4.
24. Lifelink is really, really immensely strong. Do we have a land? No land, but a brainstorm.
Easy. Brainstorm finds the.
Brainstorm finds always the things that you need.
Finds the
Abundant growth, carpet. Ooh, carpet and a sword. That's strong.
What I told you, Brainstorm finds the swords. Brainstorm always finds the swords.
Now we have 4
Is-
minutes on the clock.
Is Catherine
It's a human soldier.
no? It's a use the battlefield trigger or a die trigger.
It's a die trigger.
So exiled and it's
Yeah.
exiled. Okay. Hit for the 3.
And then he makes white
Ah,
mana in the second.
They didn't. No, they are wrong with the life totals because
Yeah.
they forgot the.
They forgot the lifelink, yeah. Okay, he makes green mana? Why? Because he has still the
bird,
sword, yeah. The bird, yeah.
He can do everything he wants, but he will get a mana burn.
That doesn't work anymore. Yeah, sword cafe. Interesting. I haven't thought that David really draws out of this. But the Carpet of Flowers is so strong.
Not even checked it. Yeah, Carpet of Flowers is a really good card. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. You can select the cards at least.
No, these are draws.
You
Oh.
can't draw them.
You can't draw them.
It simply
That's
doesn't
right,
work.
yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure if our players know this.
You get a Geno warning.
And a Minsk and Boo.
That's always a good card. I think they know it.
But they also missed the lifelink.
Yeah, it's true.
And so... Mhm. Maybe I was wrong with my prediction that it will be a draw. Leyline Binding is drawn
A
here.
draw. No, a card draw.
A card draw,
From
yeah,
David.
from Leovold.
On the Minsk. Yeah?
And to Abundant Grove, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's this little hamster called Boo.
You can draw one.
Down to 21.
But the thing is, Dominic can always draw the Terminus.
I'm not sure if
I
he
think
has
he
Terminus
plays
in his
one.
deck.
I think he plays one.
Yeah, I would also.
Yeah, do you remember the...
Yeah.
If I recall our first Night Magic correctly, I think he plays one. And a sword.
Yeah, David is so far ahead here. Two mana,
I think it's green.
another sword.
Yeah.
This just
Can attack each turn for
screams
4.
attack for 4. What comes
But
now?
it's in the extra turns soon.
Yeah, Zenith.
Zenith for 1. Oh, for 2. No,
Quartal, okay.
the
Draw a card.
Old Quittle.
But we haven't seen Natural Order or Traxa, so
Yeah, I'm not sure if
unfortunately,
maybe he switched out for just for blue Zenith.
yeah, maybe. I can see this, yeah. Definitely not my kind of deck.
It's definitely my kind of deck.
Yeah, I know.
Play,
And another land here. Swing for 4.
thing is, that's not.
So we are having extra turns.
Yes. Somebody tells them.
Ah, they probably already know.
Yeah.
First extra turn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. And the Minsk and Boo.
Do you think this is enough?
Oh. For whom? For Dominic?
For Dominic, yeah. To come
I-
back.
I don't know. I think it will be a draw, to be honest.
Okay, this
Because
gets sorted.
He can't deal the second extra turn. He can't deal the 18 life.
Nah, it's just... He would need a Primeval Titan or something right now.
Yeah. 1, 2. Oh.
Or another Minsk and Boo.
Still just 2 mana of the carpet.
Yeah, Dominic fetched the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana for David. Prismatic ending on Leyland. Nah, Leyland Binding costs 7
No,
Okay.
no, Minsk and Boo.
on Minsk and Boo, yeah.
But that doesn't. For 5, it's 13. No, that's interesting. If they no that he can't get.
Oh, so it will be a draw.
Yeah. Yes.
A third extra turn, the terminus.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Ah.
can he? He could not deal the 8 damage that they had on their life tracker.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pyroblast and a brainstorm.
Parablast and a brainstorm, yeah.
The fourth extra turn.
No, it's still the third.
Oh, I thought he passed.
Now he passes. I think both players can't win anymore.
No.
Now it's the fourth extra turn.
No, it's the fourth. It was okay. I was looking at the wrong player.
And brainstorm.
Endurance.
Simply not enough.
Yeah, it was. If he had the 3 minutes more, and Dominic didn't have the terminus.
Yeah, the terminus was just.
Finally the library does something.
Yeah, that's true. The library. And we have a draw.
Yeah, but draw.
Beautiful draw.
Beautiful control mirror.
Oh my god, this
Yeah.
was a little bit hard actually on the brain, I gotta admit. Yeah, I think this was my first time commentating in a control mirror and especially in a draw like
First
that.
time commentating with me.
Oh yeah, that's true. So, you probably don't know Gino, but Gino has a very beautiful Instagram account. It's called Only Elves.
And Twitter account.
And Twitter
Are
account.
you doxing me now?
I don't dox you. But yeah, you can follow him on Twitter. It's at Only Elves. And also,
Only underscore, I think.
yeah,
Only underscore elves.
and follow him for funny elves memes and
Cool.
elf content.
Yeah.
Basically everything elves.
Only elves.
Oh yeah, we're taking a short break and about maybe at maximum 5 minutes, and then we're back with round 3 of our weekly. So stay tuned and see you later.
See you.
So, welcome back. This was a very short break, but we're already in the next game. So, we're taking a look on to round 3 with almost the next mirror. So, on the left side with Christian Münster, he's probably playing Maverick or Naya Depths, something like that. He's always playing these kind of piles. On the right side, we have Jakob Heidecker. He is also playing Naya Depths. He's also playing Naya Depths, basically the proxy decks that we have in our community that we lend to new players. We try to minimize gatekeeping by allowing for our regular decks up to 12 proxies of reserved list cards over 50 euros. And we have now since short break for Freibier. Woo, Freibier. And also our proxy decks are therefore minimizing gatekeeping so that people can play this our beloved format. Okay, so we have a little bit of a different list on Christian Münster with ignoble hierarchs. Okay, Christian is contemplating which land to play first. He fetches. So it goes down to 19 and ignoble, probably. And Jakob also fetching, probably trying to sort the bird here. Yeah, and ignoble Hirak. Okay, no sword from Jakob. It was just a bluff. Lexons of Trokia. And Sylvan Library. That will bring Jakob in a very good position. Unless Christian has a prismatic ending. Then Sylvan Library should be ended as soon as possible. And Noble Hierarch. Attack for 2. Yeah. On to 17, and there we have the library trigger. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is not a mirror match. It's kind of the same as we had before with the Yorion versus 4-color control. Not really mirror matches, but they are very similar-ish in a kind of way. And a Knight of the Reliquary. And fetch here for Christian. Down to 18. On a plateau. Does he sort the knight here? Ah. He bolts it, yeah. Pretty strong play. Certainly the right call to bolt it before it gets out of range. And, ooh, that's a strong play here. Minsk and Boo turn free. That's very strong. Yep, and hitting Jakob for 4. Down to 13. So library trigger, Knight of the Reliquary, and yeah, takes the Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond discard Maya. Actually, I gotta say I'm not really used to these kind of decks. Therefore, I'm not. Therefore, I don't have enough knowledge to actually tell about good plays or bad plays. But it seems like the knight is. Yeah, it's a 4/4 now. It can't be bolted anymore. But yeah, the Boo is simply a little bit bigger. Yeah. Killing the tiger. And a sword. Mm-hmm. So, Christian's own Sylvan library. I'm plussing Minsk. And another one. The third Knight of the Reliquary. And it's Zenith for 1. Onto Dryad Arbor. Christian needs, will probably find a land now with the library trigger. And also gets his boo back. Yeah, library. He could simply take all 3. I think it's pretty safe to do so. He's on 22. Taking 8 damage from but drawing 3 cards is probably the best thing he can do right now. Yep, he does it. Takes 8. Down to 14. Yep, pumping a boo. And swinging for 6 actually, because we forgot the 2 damage. So Jakob should be on 15. Then he swings for 6, goes down to 9. Because of the 2 exalted triggers. And a collector oof. So no more Moxopal. And a sword. 1, 2, 3, so it's a 5/5 down up to 14. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the draw 3 from the Silver Library was the right thing to do. Because it clears up the top of the deck and also brings you so much card advantage here in this situation. And I think a thespian stage. I think Christian has locked this game pretty much. So, library trigger, yeah, don't forget it. Don't forget the library trigger. I think it's safe now with this board state to just draw 1 card. Yep. You don't want to do this too often to draw a lot of cards with library. Ooh, questing beast. That's a strong card. And an endurance, okay. This doesn't really do much here. So he's blocking the
He's taking 4. Yep, and he scoops it up. So we go to game 2. It's interesting now how they are boarding. I'm pretty sure Christian will bring in some kind of graveyard hate in the form of endurance or yeah, something like that to counteract the knight, or maybe he's a little bit more afraid of Martlach. So if he has something against Martlach, that should come in also. And although the Collector Oof has made some kind of impact in the previous game, I'm pretty sure that Collector Oof isn't great in either decks in this matchup. Yeah. I think it's also Jakob's first time on stream. Pretty sure we haven't had him on stream at all. So we should ask him after the match how it felt for him. So people, shuffle it up. Give me something to do. Give me something to commentate on. It's. I hope that. I mean, Daniel's streak has officially ended because he went in the last 2 FNMs at least 4-0. And now Christian has won against him, so his streak ended. Maybe he will stream with me the next time. Will make it a little bit easier when I'm not alone. I mean, I had Marcus and Christian in the last 2 rounds, which were a lot of help actually. But it's easier if you have a co-host to commentate on our games. Very smooth shuffling from Christian, I gotta admit. And there's a cheers. Very beautiful. Perfect. Today we have a free beer because one of the guys in our community is having a birthday and is paying for all the beers that are being drunken tonight. This is like a common courtesy in our community. If you have birthday, then you pay for the beers. So we have Bayou, Festspin Stage, Shabby Maya, Creative Grove, Crop Race, Silver Library, Queensland Zenith, and Minsk and Boo. Yeah, this looks like a solid keep in my opinion. And Christian is contemplating to mull this. No, he keeps. Ramen Up Excavator, Greensun Zenith, Bayou, Endurance, Morlock, Ignoble Hierarch, and Windswept Heath. Morlock is such a great card. I really love it. Actually, I gotta admit, all of the Warhammer 40k cards are incredibly designed and are so cool. I think they are unlike the Secret Lair Stranger Things or the Secret Lair Walking Dead. They are really they're really slotting into the fantasy feeling of Magic the Gathering. It's they don't feel out of touch. Not like the Secret Lairs, the Walking Dead or the Stranger Things. Um, they feel a little bit, yeah, not in the right place for Magic, but the Warhammer 40k things are like Magic in the future, and that's at least it's fantasy, so I really don't hate them. So like Triumph Thinker, Free Poxwalkers, or Morlock in this kind of deck. So, and Sylvan Library for Jakob. Pretty strong second Sylvan Library here. Or I think it's the third Sylvan Library in this game and the fifth library that we have seen in the stream. So yeah, with the banning of expressive iteration. Oh yeah, Morlock. Just for 2? Does it fight? Yeah, I think it fights, yeah. Killing Dryad Arbor. And, ooh, that's strong. Crop rotation on Dryad Arbor, yeah. So Jakob will have his turn free. Minsc and Boo. Wait, he's searching up Dark Depths? Okay, here's Yavi Maya. Yeah, I totally forgot that this adds a mana ability onto this otherwise pretty useless land. And we have Fetch here. First thing to do. Christian is on 19. On a Savannah. But yeah, Jakob doesn't have another crop rotation to make him at large. And Noble Hierarch. It's basically we would need a third Hierarch to have the Trinity, a Noble, Ignoble, and no idea what the next thing would be. But it would be Naya, Chant, and Bant, Chant, and one Naya. One Hierarch in Naya colors would be great. And there we have a Thespian stage. So Christian needs now something like a sword or a wasteland to deal with this. And Jakob is thinking about if he should do it right now. Yeah, you can't play Minsc and Boo, you need a green source, a red source for it. Okay, there's another crop rotation, okay. And now there's the Minsc and Boo. Really strong hand from Jakob here. And another hamster. Okay, he doesn't attack. That's something I don't understand. I would have certainly attacked here. You're so far ahead. Jakob is so far ahead.
And the Knight of the Reliquary for Christian. He's a little bit stumbled on mana. That's the problem. I mean, he has 2 Heroics, but land would be great probably. But yeah, it's actually the Citadel Library that puts in so much work here for Jakob. All of this card selection, and actually I would have... Oh, okay, now he pays for life. Finally. That's something I would have done way earlier. Just to get so far ahead and to seal the deal a little bit sooner, because we have still 30 minutes on the clock, but why waste time? Why let your opponent cry in agony? Attack for 7. Down to 12. And there's the Wasteland. Jakob should have made the Might Large token sooner. Yep, now he can't make it anymore. That's something that simply can always happen at any point. That your opponent drops a Wasteland and therefore your combo don't work anymore. I mean, Christian still has to kill the Minsk and Boo, which is kind of impossible right now. Yep, sorting the Morlock, I think it's 2. Ah, it's 4, yeah. Because of Exalted, yeah. And the Ramonab Excavator. Ooh, that's a strong card here. I'm not sure if it's enough, actually. Oh yeah, he tries to copy it. And then he wastes the stage, yeah. That's the right thing to do, in the right order, yeah. I gotta admit, if I was Jakob, I wouldn't have activated the stage here to copy the Dark Depths. You just lose 2 lands and gain simply no benefit of it. And Christian can't ever tap the Wasteland for mana. Now Christian can replay the Wasteland with the Reanimator Excavator. And Jakob has to sort the Excavator. And he is still pumping up that hamster. This is also a thing that that inexperienced players sometimes do. That they get, I don't want to say they get greedy, but that's like, yeah, not really greedy or Timmy style. It's a big ass creature, but it doesn't really work because now Christian is coming for a Maze of Ith. I'm pretty sure he plays it. There's a one of, oh no, a Caracas. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. And he sorts his own Boo for 10? 10 life, yeah. Up to 26. And his own Knight of the Reliquary. I think this was a misplay. Jakob should have sacrificed Boo and cleared the excavator, or cleared the Knight of the Reliquary, and should have drawn 7 cards. That would be my turn. Or my line, actually. I'm unsure if Christian thinks about wasting here again, or if he wants to sort it. No, probably not. He has a green sun Zenith in hand. Okay, he attacks with the excavator. And he keeps back the Knight of Reliquary for shenanigans, yeah. Ouch, the endurance trick. Reanimator excavator is a 2 and 3. So Knight of Reliquary is gone now. That was a bait. That was if Jakob would have had a little bit more knowledge of the format, he would have seen this trick, this combat trick coming. He wouldn't have blocked with the Reanimator excavator. And now, yeah, you take him off the white source. And then another Knight of the Reliquary. Green Sun Zenith and land. It doesn't look that good for Jakob here. Zenith for 0 on a Dryad Arbor. Another creature that can get wastelanded. And bouncing the Boo, yeah. Yeah, Caracas is definitely the best answer to Resolve Minsk and Boo. I don't really understand why the Ignoble had to go. Did he attack with the Ignoble? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, Christian tutors for a Cradle. He can make 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana with land from Excavator. What does he do with all that mana? Zenith for Questing Beast, maybe? To bring on a beat. Zenith for a big Morlock? No, that doesn't work. Replaying a Bayou. Making 4, 5 mana Zenith for 4. Yeah, for a Questing Beast. And Questing Beast, I'm pretty sure says something like it kills Planeswalker. Questing Beast, let's take a look at it. Yeah, whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, deals that much damage to target Planeswalker the player controls. So Questing Beast will kill Minsk and Boo easily. On its own, actually. The only thing that's standing between the Questing Beast and the Minsk and Boo is the Knight of the Reliquary and another Endurance. So now the Knight can't even block the Questing Beast. Yep, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So Endurance and Questing Beast are attacking. Both are attacking. Yeah. So he takes 4. And the Minsk and Boo is gone. Double drop rotation, and we have the concession. So, that was a very interesting game actually. I haven't seen this matchup beforehand. I gotta admit, I like Christian's deck a little bit more because of the interaction with Morlock, and what we really have seen here is that knowledge of the format and expertise in your deck really pay off, and are great again now with the bannings. Before it was always like you have Expressive Iteration or the White Plume Adventurer, the initiative mechanic, where you simply outvalue your opponent all the time. But now it seems like if you know the ins and outs of your deck, then it will be, how should I call it, that the more skilled or the more experienced player simply has an edge over the player that hasn't played that much Legacy, actually. So, RBS, you're asking if D&T can make a comeback. Probably, yeah, I think so, because White Plume Adventure is banned. I think, like I said in the last round, that the premier initiative deck will probably be mono black, with the 12 4-drops that they have, and also the ability to power it out with Dark Rituals, Petals, and Soul Lands. The other colors really don't get this kind of mana acceleration that mono black gets. So therefore there is space now for another white deck. Yeah, mono black will definitely be, in my opinion, definitely better than the white red one, because it's easy on the mana. You can play mono black, so you don't get Wasteland that often. And what's in my opinion the biggest thing is that you have access to Leyline Helm or Dottie Helm out of the sideboard, which can give you access against decks that overpower the initiative on its own. So in that case, I think a combo
a sidebar combo approach could be the best thing to do for Mono Black Initiative. And like I said, D&T can make surely come back now with Expressive Iteration banned. So it's not that hard anymore to power through. Beforehand it also had a good Delver matchup, and now it seems to be even a little bit better. So we make a short break, about 5 to 10 minutes, and stay tuned for the last round of our weekly, for the 4th round, and I hope to see you all again. And we are back. So, the 3rd round isn't really over right now. We have one match still playing in the extra turns. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the new meta. Like you are already probably know, Expressive Iteration, White Plume Adventurer are banned. So, Mono White Initiative is pretty much dead. Initiative has to play into other colors, has to at least splash into other colors, like Boros or Selesnya, or maybe blue and white, I don't know. But there are already Boros and Selesnya Initiative decks out there. But in my opinion, like I said beforehand, the biggest contender is probably Mono Black Initiative. Also, Expressive Iteration got banned. We talked about this a lot in the 1st round. That the Expressive Iteration ban didn't really hit Delver that hard. It hit the 4-color control decks a lot more. Delver easily replaces the Expressive Iterations with Predict and continues to be the top dog of the meta. If you want to know more about our opinions in the post-ban world, you can check us out on Spotify. Check our podcast out on Spotify. It's InResponse and Legacy Podcast, where we have a little short episode about the PNR announcement that hit us on Monday. It's called Shortcast number 2, and would be great if you take a listen. Let's take a look if we are already having pairings. Nope, unfortunately not. They're still playing in the extra turns. Yeah, what are your opinions about the bans, and do we have any kind of questions from the stream? Would be great to hear some banter talk if we are need to wait on our players. Maybe also we can have another kind of guest here in the commentator booth to help me commentate. It depends who will have the bye, because we are having 25 players tonight, and yeah, one of them will have to have a bye, unfortunately. Yeah, also we had, I think 2 weeks ago or something like that, we had our record broken for most attendances of players. We had 32 players, which seems extremely high for something like little, what was once FNM, a little weekly tournament. And 32 players for a weekly tournament with €5 buy-in is just insane, actually. Yeah, let's take a look. Do we have now pairings? Nope. Okay, so we will, yeah, just wait a little bit more. If I take a look at the standings, there are not a lot pairings that we could have, or that we could have as on the streaming table. We have Andreas Schaubmeier with 9 points. We have Timo Bertram with 9 points. Christian Münzer, that we had in the last round on stream, has 9 points. And also, yeah, I think that was pretty much everything. So maybe Christian makes a comeback on stream, or we have a totally new matchup here. Either way, it seems like a very nice closing match of the night, and yeah, probably we'll learn a little bit more about our new meta. So, do we have pairings? No. Okay, so we'll take a little break again, about 2 to 3 minutes, and hopefully then we have our pairings set up. Okay, that was fast. We have now our pairings. So, off to round 4 for Weekly Legacy. And whoa, Force of Phil, thank you very much. Great to have you here. We are now in round 4. We are 25 players. And yeah, round 4 will be Christian Münster versus Timo Bertram. Thank you very much. Thank you. It means a lot to us. Actually, I'm also always hearing Eternal Turtles, so yeah. It's great to have like-minded guys here in the chat. Thanks. I feel flattered, really. But yeah, we take a look at the game, and we'll see how this fares. So. Just updating the names and everything. So, right player. On the left hand, we have, like in the last round, Christian Münster. It's basically a Naya depth variant with a heavier, or no, it's not Naya depth. It's more like Naya Maverick. And on the other side, we got Timo Bertram on Blue Black Shadow.
Hello.
And also Jonas from our first round is joining me now for the last round. Do you have to buy now, or what is happening?
I was playing on the last table. On the ON3 table, and I conceded because I would rather...
You would rather commentate.
Here.
Okay, you're chill here. You help me with the commentating of our...
But I can really help you because I built one of the 2 decks on stream right now.
Okay.
Timo will play with my cards.
So Timo plays your Blue Black Shadow?
Yes, so it's a stockpile internet Blue Black Shadow, but it's physically my cards.
Okay, physically your cards. So so do we see a lot of bling bling, or?
No. Only bling bling is the secret layer non-foil Death Shadows.
Secret layer non-foil Death Shadows. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Does this already count as bling?
I don't know. My other deck that I brought out today would be really bling. It's a full art Rhino Cascade deck.
So the last time I saw your Rhino deck, it wasn't that blinged out, right?
Right now, everything that can be full art is full art.
Okay.
So
just full art. It's not
for
blinged.
tournament reasons, it's non-foil.
Yeah, that makes total sense,
but
because they are Pringles, yeah.
Full art Force of Will, full art Force of Negation, full art Endurance, full art Minskambu, and everything.
Yeah, you should make a deck tag about it, because it certainly looks beautiful.
The only problem is that Crashing Footfalls doesn't have a full art printing, which is kind of sad for the deck.
Well, you just couldn't make proxies out of it and play these.
Now, there's all the cards that are missing in full art printings are Crashing Footfalls, Simmons Spirit Guide, and Fire and Ice. Everything else has a full art or at least alternate frame printing like Brazen Brower.
Okay.
And in the sideboard there are 2 Force of Vigor, which doesn't have.
Yeah, they only have the foil old border
Yeah.
printing. I'm right. Yeah. But yeah, back to the game. Or
Yeah,
before
we didn't
before
miss anything.
before it even starts. On the left side we have Christian Münster on Naya Maverick.
Pink.
Yeah, and on the right side your deck Blue Black Shadow. What do you think about this matchup? Christian basically grinded out Jakob in the last round, although he had Sylvan Library and Minsk and Boo.
Yeah, I think that that Death Shadow is the stronger deck, just from pure power level. But I think that Christian has a lot of tools that are specifically very good, like swords, the blowshots, or also the. So the problem is, Death Shadow is good because it often has the biggest creature on board, a Death Shadow.
Yeah,
But,
that's true.
I think Christian plays Dark Depths combo, maybe, probably.
No, I'm not sure, but I haven't seen it actually.
So I know that there's only one copy of Brazen Brower in Timo's deck, so if there is a Dark Death combo, it could be hard to handle it.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm I'm not sure if Christian has the Dark Depths combo. Okay, so we get the hand. Strix, Wasteland, Misty, Force, Ponder, and one card that I haven't.
That was a Chinese dismember.
A Chinese dismember. Okay. Which member?
Dismember. Only saw it because it's the only Chinese card in the deck. That's
Okay.
insider knowledge.
Yeah, inside knowledge. Sometimes you need this, yeah? So, Christian mulls to 6. Oh, yeah. So, mull to 6. And do we see the hand? Yeah, we see the hand. Knight of Reliquary, Wooded Foothills, Zenith, Swords, and the Forest.
Which is like a.
Pretty standard hand.
Yeah, it's like what you order, but.
Yeah.
nothing more.
That's something you always want actually in the blind, because I'm not sure if Christian knows that Timo plays
I probably think so because both
Shadow?
had a lot of downtime during last round because they finished. At least Timo, so I think it's pretty well known that Timo plays Death Shadow in the room.
Okay.
We have like small community, we talk.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you scouted, it's the 4th round. Normally everybody knows what the other one is playing.
Yeah. I actually knew what I was playing in round 1 because I saw the proxy deck box.
Yeah, okay. But it could have been Red Delver.
I was thinking about, isn't the deck now illegal because there's iterations in it?
Yeah. Whoa, Tony Skippo rated us. Thank you very much, Tony. 41 persons, what the fuck? Insane. Thank you very much.
So back to the game, it just to catch up, there was a Green Sun Cena for a Dry Arbor, followed by a Wasteland for Dismember. So the Dry Arbor is already gone. Now Christian fetched, so the life total should be 19 to
Thank you very
16.
much. I totally forgot about the life
And a
totals
second
again.
Green Sun, which must have been the top deck, because we didn't see
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah, it was top deck. What we certainly have to
So-
implement into the stream is something like if our players are using the live pad, that it automatically converts into the stream.
Yeah.
I know that it's possible, but it's kind of hard.
The problem is that right now the spot where everyone puts his phone is just covered up.
Yeah.
That's- I don't want to blame anybody, but it seems like pure design. Suboptimal at least. Because I remember in the first round I had my phone in the exact same spot.
Tony Scappone asked, why is there no tendrils in the 150? I'm unsure. Could Shadow play tendrils? Nope. I don't think we have a single Storm player today.
No.
Does Andreas play?
Played Andreas. Andreas plays Kriegsdisk Control.
So no Storm player. I'm not sure. Is A&T at the moment good actually?
There's this new variant with pair or dice lost.
Yeah. The bug version, it seems
The
really
problem
good.
with that is that you can test it online because it's not online yet. Also, Timo is on 13,
Okay.
so you should update it. He fetched a
Thank
token.
you. On 13. Thank you very much. I get carried away
no
sometimes in the discussion. Yeah, Legacy Council, you are not that far away from us actually. I think in 4 hours you would be here in Linz, so you're always welcome. Just come around.
Yes.
So Knight of Reliquary for Christian, and there's the Force.
That.
Timo is very aggressively
Yeah,
here.
but I think it's like the most like the card you want to use your force for. Like in a standard game, you just want to force the reliquary, the knight,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's
you have to
best
force
card.
it. And a fatal push.
Just efficient.
It's like Timo has everything.
Yeah, but like a glimmer of hope is that the Wasteland probably won't be that good this game. It could be relevant if Christian wants to have access to his Red Splash.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think he plays a mountain.
But at least he's functional. It's not like a game-winning Wasteland.
Nah, no, for sure not.
So for everyone not that familiar with Secret Layers, that's the Mother of Runes.
Actually, I like the old artwork better.
So interesting.
A
Transition
reanimating
target, Knight. So he
knight.
gets to 9. And that is a
Is it strong?
3/3. As long as he won
Yeah.
Misty. In there. But
Christian has already
I mean,
beaten
yeah.
4 Knight of Reliquary in the last game.
he can just Timo can make it bigger by wastelanding anything, or wastelanding his wasteland, or wastelanding his watery grave if he wants to be really fancy. If
Yeah, that doesn't seem that good
I
actually.
mean, it could be an end game move if it's top deck mode and you need 2 more damage. You can do it, but
Yeah, it's like
interesting.
desperate.
Interesting fact also: if Christian now plays a Yavimaya, the knight is active because the amount the lands of Timo would be forests.
Yeah, but what are you doing with that? You could.
It's active. You just
Okay, he attacks for free. Am I right?
Yes, I don't know if I put anything good.
I mean, he could
Yeah,
chain
yeah.
wastelands, but yeah.
No, the land spread of the deck are 9 fetch lands, 1 island.
Okay, and what is this?
This is the Death Shadow Secret Layer.
Okay, haven't seen this artwork in all my life. And that's the sword. So he goes up to 13.
Easy math.
Yeah, I don't need math for this.
You don't even need to ask how big was the Death Shadow because
Yeah,
it's always
it's
13.
always 13. Yeah.
Honestly, in the pace that this game does, the game as this game went so far, I don't see Christian that far behind. Maybe with the library actually ahead now.
Yeah, the library is really strong now. If it resolves, yeah, it resolves. So,
Yeah, I think I saw Days in Team Ascent, which doesn't do that much. No.
no, it's a little bit
Yeah.
too not soon. What's the other word?
Later.
It's too late. Thanks. my brain is already working
Just
really
say not
hard.
soon. It's a little bit too not soon.
Yeah, my brain is already working really hard after 3 rounds. Yeah, it's really amazing to see the meta shake up. But I think it will settle back in Delta being the best deck because it can use predict just so efficiently.
Yeah, but also we are a very local meta. We are nothing to compare to the online meta.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there are weekends where we have like 25 players, and Stelva is the best deck, has like 20% online, and we have no other here.
Yeah, but sometimes we had 6 Delvers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's our local metas are sometimes a little bit strange, and sometimes it's just like Modo. You can't really
I like
tell something about it. Actually.
I like the Fridays where I borrow like 2 or 3 decks around.
Yeah.
And then we're like 17 people, and then know like 25% of the deck is from my
Yeah,
heart,
this happened.
which is fun.
So, old-fashioned card, Gourmet Angler. I really love it.
It's just like Grandma Gangler is the same reason why I like to play Rhino Cascade. It just is a big creature that dodges blast.
Yeah, and it's I don't want to say it's old school, but it feels like the golden days of Legacy.
Yeah, it's like Delver is the best Legacy deck, which is a really powerful format, and it can't deal with a 5/5 that's not blastable.
Yeah. Yeah. Initiative is good that it's gone, but I think there's another monster lurking, and that's Mono Black Initiative.
So you bought White Blood Adventurers.
Yeah.
Did you get your money worth?
Nope.
Thanks for the thing.
Yeah. I also bought Seasoned Engineers, but I
think they're still playable.
Yeah.
There's no way Seasoned Engineers not playable in Legacy. My first idea would be just to like Boros Stompy with Caves Adventurer and
Chaos Adventure.
Seasoned Engineer. I think that's at least playable.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Mono Black would be the premier initiative deck because you have 12 4-drops that are taking the initiative. You have Dark Ritual, and you can board into Lela and Helm combo also to have another angle of axis of attack.
Yeah, but Mono Black decks are always dumb. They're always stupid.
Yeah, but they're powerful. Then we have a Minskin Boo that gets dazed. Ouch, that hurts.
That was like a little bit of a...
Yeah, I don't want to say misplay.
No,
but
not misplay. Either he has it or doesn't, because there's a lot of pressure on the board. Christian has to do something. Just passing is not that great.
Yeah.
But
if it resolves it...
if it resolves, it honestly is also kind of mediocre, because the Gamma English is just bigger than a 4/4. But it's...
yeah, that's true.
But, I mean, Christian is down to 1 card. He probably has to play something.
Yeah.
I see why.
Pretty hard matchup. Actually, I thought it would be...
Yeah. If Timo goes for O'Hare, I will claim all the credit as deck builder.
Yeah.
In the sense of I copied this list successfully from the internet.
Oh, Gormek is so a sexy card. I love the little zombie fish. But why isn't this old border? Jonas, really? I'm disgusted.
Because I started playing Magic in Khan's block.
Okay. So it makes sense.
I
admit
I
it makes
literally
sense.
pulled all my Gormek Anglers in my from Brewster's when I started.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I started playing tournament Magic with
Yeah.
Khans. I played kitchen table with my cousin inside Alara.
Okay, yeah.
Aside since. Yeah.
Since sometimes
One
we
German word per stream.
That's okay.
What the hell is this? That's another Mother
It's
of Runes.
another Mother of Runes,
This
yeah.
was the secret layer with 4 different Mother of Runes artworks. Which is a great way to get money out of my pocket, because I always will buy 4 of these if I buy them, because I need the same artwork in my deck.
Yeah, I totally agree and understand this, because I also don't like to give my opponent free equity when they know I have a different artwork in hand.
I just like this. I like the feeling of having the same card in hand.
Oh yeah, definitely agree. The old arts are the best. So Christian's taking 5. Am I right? Yeah.
It should take 5 here, yeah. Or more. That's a dress down.
Dress down. Okay. Oh, then I can bolt it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like foils at all. I'm a totally unfoily guy. But old border all the way, so this was 5 damage.
I don't mind foils. I just
As long as they are not
yeah.
pringling.
I like the. I'm a judge, so I have to disagree with everything that Pringles.
Yeah, for sure.
For that,
totally serious,
the tournament decks that I think I might play in bigger tournaments, I always have like at least one playset of every card in non-foil. Like the Magic Fest Philadelphia promo secret layer, this Violent Outburst secret with the kitty artwork.
Yeah, but this is beautiful. It's
Yeah, but it's just available in foil, and that's really annoying.
yeah, I can totally see this. Yeah.
Because the whole everything else in the deck is non-foil and then. But they are not calling. It's
Yeah.
good.
And the Murktide.
For
Or
not
as
that
our
big.
Italian friends would say, a Murktide.
So that's a 4/4.
Oh, it's okay. Not that big.
I mean, the most important thing is that it's flying.
Yeah.
And it's dead.
And it's dead. Beautiful.
Do you know whose phone is it? Yeah, that's like.
I think it's Christians.
Okay, yeah, just if they do a misplay, I can WhatsApp them the judge call.
Okay, yeah. classic Jonas judge.
I like last Saturday or something like that. I was eating out with my family, and I got an emergency call because somebody had a judge call in his commander game.
Okay.
That's I don't think that's established, but somehow there's now a judge emergency hotline directly to my cell phone.
What the fuck?
Always stupid questions with commander players.
Yeah, I totally see this, yeah. So Ponder here for Timo.
Like back in my days, this is what we called a board stall.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Christian needs to find a fetch land or something to clear the top of his deck. He simply can't draw more cards with library because he would be dead by then.
I mean, he could draw one card, which because
That's
4 and 8
Oh,
honestly,
so greedy.
4 and 8 doesn't really matter that much.
Do you think it's basically the same? It
think
puts
it's
you in
basically the same.
on a 1-turn clock from Gurmagangler.
Yeah, but going that doesn't matter. If Timo can clear the mothers, he wins anyway.
Ah, that's true. You're not wrong. Yeah. So you can at least draw one extra card.
I mean, that's important if you calculate like Timo has 3 cards in hand. Christian has basically 2 cards in hand, so it's 1 card down.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's true.
he has better card selection over the course if it goes long.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to go to 4 if Timo played red, because then a fetch and
Yeah.
into bolt rage, that would be
Yeah.
really bad, but there is no bump in the night in the deck.
Bump in the night, but there is at
No,
least
I wouldn't. So-
fucking Murktide.
If I don't have a sword in the top 3, I don't go to 4 here.
No, definitely not. It's a 6/6. You want at least a 1.
What's the card? He should the one in the green, one with flying.
Okay,
Like
so
blue.
Christian scoops it up.
That would be good,
what-
yeah.
what-
Scope Ranger?
Script Ranger.
Yeah.
I don't think Christian plays Script Ranger in this list.
That's the card he plays so often. Though.
Yeah, Script Ranger is kind of great actually, but it has protection from blue. It has to be great. It blocks Murktide all the time.
So, what do we bring in here? Do we bring in Black Engineers for Timo?
Why?
Mothers. this board still wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Also because from the top of my head, I don't know if there's a fatal push that will get in.
Yeah, okay, I see this, yeah.
Then there is a bunch of blue blasts and force of negations that won't get in. Court of Cunning will also not get in, I think.
Maybe surgical? No, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the second dress down.
A dress down for sure. Dress down is great. Does he play Hydroblast?
A blue elemental blast.
Blue Elemental Blast. I think that would be something that.
Is it too
I would
narrow
play.
or is it?
No, it kills at least Minsk and Boo.
And
Minsk
red
and
blast.
Boo, Morlocks, Red
Red
Blast.
blast will get in.
Yeah. So Hydroblast is pretty much set in stone.
I don't think Moloch is that good a card in this matchup because it's often too small.
Yeah, I see this. Yeah, yeah. You could bot Morlock out.
I mean, you could get lucky and snipe Brazen Brower,
Yeah, sometimes.
but that's one card in the. Yeah, yes. So
Right.
yeah, that sideboard is not the best
Against Maverick.
against non-blue.
Yeah, the question is, do you need specific cards out of the board for this matchup? Is it, in your opinion, is it hard, or is it more like, well, your good blue cards will be enough?
I don't play a lot of Death Shadow, honestly. So I probably played more Maverick than Death Shadow.
Okay, that's strange. I haven't thought that you were a Maverick player. I haven't seen you playing Maverick at all.
I went for all once with it in two weeks in a row.
Okay,
in
that's
a
strange.
summer break.
Okay,
But that was
maybe I was on vacation.
that was before Minsk and Boo. That was Black Maverick.
Okay, absent, yeah.
Absent, yeah. Yeah, I think Endurance might be really good.
Against Death Shadow? Why? Just because of Gromagangler?
Gurmag England, Murktide.
Ah, yeah, okay. I totally forgot the Delph threats. And do you
Also,
think the...
Gurmag with Endurance with Mada blocks the Murktide.
Yeah. Also, do you think that the... that this is the Street Rave hymn
Yeah,
list, am I right? Yeah.
Timo wanted to play hymns.
Yeah. So, do you think the hymn list is better or the Grief Reanimate list?
I like the Grief Reanimate list more.
Yeah, me too, me too. Because, yeah, Grief, Reanimate Grief, and then follow it up with Fast Death Shadow is just better than Cycle Street Rave and then play a hymn.
Yeah, I just think hymn is a boomer card. Like it's not really good anymore.
Yeah, a hymn is great, but it's so hard on the mana. And a hymn is just good against combo. It really shines against combo, and there's not that much combo running around.
So Christian back to 6 again.
Ouch, that hurts.
Timo not decided yet, maybe.
But yeah, we see, is it a minor misstep? Nah, it's a brainstorm.
I don't think it's a mana misstep. I don't have bought mana missteps yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I need a playset of mana misstep and Children's Edict.
Yeah, Timo also takes them up. Shieldred's Edict seems like a strong addition. It fills a kind of a different niche than Sudden Edict, in the way that it's a little bit more flexible,
Yeah.
but it can be countered. So I think it's not really clear which card is better or which card is the right thing to play, because it certainly depends on the meta.
But they are both uncommon, so from the most recent set, so they shouldn't be that expensive.
No, nothing to do with expensive, but it's like which one to play.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I will just get it.
Yeah, for
next
sure,
week
for
or
sure.
something, because it's
I think just in our meta, it's definitely better to play shield rotatic because you need the flexibility of all the more clutch decks and
Yeah.
something run around. On a modo meta or on a big tournament, I would go or would lean more into the sudden edict side because of the prevalence of Delva and
Yeah.
yeah.
especially here where we have some players who are playing like
Classic hand for Christian. Yeah, also nice hand for
Did we see a
Timo.
second land here?
No,
So just one island
just one island.
and a pretty black hand.
Yeah, but he has a street drive and a brainstorm or ponder
He has a street drive and a draw at least,
Yeah,
because I think he wants to go turn 1 for this. Not brainstorm.
he would have if he.
Yeah, but-
he wants, but
Yeah.
he can't.
Yeah, but if he finds, like he has a street drive and a draw to find this land, if he does, he can force this.
Yeah. And Fotsis. Yeah, Fotsis is just a great card. I always love me some Fotsis. There's the him.
Non-black Manosaurus, chop deck to him. That's it. Good player.
And what's
Scalding
this?
Tan.
Scalding
That's
Tan.
the secret layer.
I
Scalding Tan.
thought it was a Shivan Wraith at
No,
first.
I had a little bit of fun deck building. This deck doesn't play polluted deltas because it's just fetches blue fetch target, so the blue back deck doesn't play blue back fetches.
Yeah, makes sense actually. I can totally see this.
No,
In the blind, if you go flooded strength go, nobody puts you on black.
I mean, if you're a good experienced player, you should be aware that fetchland, how fetchland works.
For sure, but it's different because
Yeah. I mean, if you go flooded strength fetch, flooded strength go, I probably don't put you on Death Shadow because Death Shadow wants to do something turn 1.
yeah,
Also, with something to discuss here, Timo opted to go turn 1 Fatal Push instead of turn 1 Forces.
yeah, to kill the bird. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I actually depends on my hand. If I have a daze, I definitely go Forces and
He has a force.
there's a force. A force that with a daze, I just like Forces and daze can really make a hand really clunky because you can pick the thing where they can play around daze.
And there's a days. Mm.
I mean, it worked out for him. Well, sure.
Now there should be the right time to forces here.
That's a good top deck.
What's the top deck?
Wasteland. There's a Wasteland. Here.
Ouch, Wasteland.
And I lied to you. There's a one polluted delta in there. I just saw a polluted delta.
Oh!
Yeah, because I added the 9th fetchland. It's for flooded for Misties, for Scullingtons, one polluted delta.
Why didn't you put in flooded?
Because I built Cephalid Breakfast also,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I didn't have any flooded strength left.
Fair enough. And so he took the Minskimbu with the 40s, then we have a Noble Hierarch here.
Which makes the Wasteland not.
Yeah, but he
Yes,
has
but-
taken the Minskimbu,
Yeah. The
which
question
hurts.
is
And we have Timo on
how
19.
how good do you know your on Wales
40s also, yeah, and
and
Street Rave.
Yes. And the question is, how good do you know your proxies? Is this a tiger or a plateau?
Oh, this is a plateau.
Okay.
This should be a plateau, yeah.
So if you waste anything here, you waste the tiger. Because there's so much white. You want to get the queen again.
Yeah.
Also, Noble Havoc doesn't make red.
Yeah, we can't move the round timer because it's in the overlay.
Yeah, it's on the 14 now.
Timo is on 14, yeah.
Also, I don't know if that's correct, or if hardcore Death Shadow players will disagree here. I only put one Underground Sea in the deck.
I think that's pretty much correct. I don't see why you would need more than.
And there are a lot of lists that play 2 and some that play 1. And then there's the black, blue, green lists that always just play 1 as far as I know. Which are my favorite lists because they play Berserk, some of them. Which isn't good but funny.
Yeah, Berserk is really nice. But yeah, you have Dress Down now. It's basically.
But you can combine them.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a limit on 12 proxies. That should be enough for every reserved list card that you want to put in your deck.
It never came up that anybody said I can't play this deck. I need more than 12 proxies. Also, we have a pretty close community. If somebody needs a reserved list card to play his deck, we just give him the reserved list card because someone in the community probably has it.
Yeah, for sure.
Why? That's what we do if we travel to tournaments where where the proxies aren't allowed.
Yeah, we just borrow out the cards. So we have a green sun Zenith for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's only 4, yeah.
For 4, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Timo goes to 14.
Timo goes to 13. So we have the life points actually in the upper right and upper left corner. And this should be correct.
Yeah, maybe not to the last life point because we have been talking a lot of non-game focused things, but should be okay. Yeah.
They can't be too far off,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, very different than last game. Timo is way ahead here.
Oh yeah.
It would take like insane sequence of top decks for Christian to win.
Yeah, Christian is out of Christian's Hellbent, yeah.
But
take for 6.
Timo has a Days in hand, which is no card at this point of the game, because there's literally nothing to counter in the deck except for a insanely high
Wasteland on the Vortex Grave, yeah. Yeah, that just hurts. And blocking at the
12.
Görmegengler. Christian goes to 12.
Which is a 2-turn clock, if we're correct.
Yeah, Timo is a strong player.
Yep. Timo is also qualified for LMS F-Fiend, I think.
So the Legacy Master Series that isn't playing Legacy.
No,
yeah.
but he won an RCQ, I think. I mean, I judged at RCQ, but I don't know who won because I don't remember anymore.
Okay, yeah.
He was in the final. Yes, he won because I saw him with the winners playmat today.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Timo is pretty strong player also. In Legacy, I think he has started it with A&T or with Tess. I'm not sure right now.
I don't know. Something.
Okay, now we have a Green Sun Zenith X3.
Dorians to dodge now Grist.
Ah, Grist, okay, yeah. The question is Grist really good here? Thank you very much, Chino, for subscribing.
I also could have seen Endurance here to shuffle Timo's deck back to prevent him from casting a Murktide, because Murktide is just game over.
Murktide would be game over, yeah.
And then you can trade the Endurance for Baleful Strix and only have one creature to handle. But like that's yeah, that's not a great plan, but I don't think Christian can allow himself to only follow good plans right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I honestly don't see how Grist really helps.
Nope, and also Dismember for 2 life? Or for 4 life. Street Drive and 7. And Grist for 1.
I don't know if you have camera issues right now because we have some technical.
No, not really issues. It's just I
Yeah.
think the HDMI cable is
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit
But I think
loose.
this should have.
Okay. A Minsk and Boo. I think a Minsk and Boo is a little bit too slow here.
Why is he on 11? Was he on 11 always? Or? Yeah.
No, he was on 12 and then he got attacked by Baleful Strix, yeah.
Okay. I think he lost. Yeah. Yeah. Do you minus here and kill the Baleful Strix?
And draw one card?
Yeah, because I don't see what the 4/4 does here. Oh, he's on 7 life. That's actually.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. So he goes down to 3.
I mean, you can now just. Can you do-
That makes, actually,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's the thing with Death Shadow. Sometimes they don't have life.
Yeah, that's not that bad of a plan, actually.
So we might actually get a draw here because I don't know if a third game is.
Possibly,
It's
yeah,
possible,
in
yeah.
the time, yeah. But the Minsky and Boo with the attack, that was a nice line. I haven't really seen this.
Yeah, I just focused on the board too much because Timo really cut down on his life totals.
Yeah, totally. And I think also Timo totally missed that.
So right now Christian can't kill Timo because Timo can always just fetch shock to avoid get hit by the hamster and just lose the game. Which is important. Never let your opponent kill you if you can kill yourself.
Fair enough, yeah, okay. And now Christian will just minus and fling it in his face.
Yeah, or blast
Yeah.
him to take with a 7/7. He will take blast the.
Okay, yeah, he plus
Because-
it,
No, it's both losing. I mean, if he minuses, Timo could react by killing the boo, but he
Yeah,
can
that's
still
true.
kill the boo. Anyways, also what's really interesting, Timo doesn't know the deck list very well because I built the deck for him, so he probably doesn't have on the.
So it's
radar-
1 and 1.
no, he couldn't. What I want to say, he couldn't fetch and put an untapped Plexus in play because he only had Water Graves.
Ah, yeah, that's
He
true.
would have got to fetch end step or something.
So you're saying you should put in a trial?
Mm,
No, that's I'm just
That's
shit
also
talking.
never untapped. But if they ever print a Dry Shock,
A try shock, so you take 6 damage.
no, you take 3 damage, but it's untapped. It's just a better Triumph.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you can cycle, but whoever cycles the Triumph.
I mean, it makes a little bit of sense because if you draw it in the late game, you cycle and draw a card. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but
But most of the time, you already have it
as-
fetched out.
as someone who actually played Triumphs in Legacy a little bit, I never cycled them.
Yeah, you play 1. Am I right?
I played more than one in the deck, but it's not good.
Okay.
But more than one is probably because I played a attraction control deck,
Okay.
which played Leyland bindings, and I played one Savage Ram and one Xander's Launch.
Okay. Yeah, I
It's
can.
it's blue, black, white based, and it has the red splash in it,
Yeah.
and you have the triumphs to fetch, to get the red and to get early Leyland binding.
Okay. Yeah, I totally see this. I mean, turn 2 Leyland Binding can win actually some games.
Yeah, but if you have a turn 2 Leyland binding, that means you fetched for a tapped triumph turn 1.
Yeah, fetch for trap try on turn 1 and for the other duel turn 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say I brewed it, but I tried to make Calibrated Blast, a Calibrated Blast deck in Legacy, and this also played Leyline Binding.
Yeah, I thought about something like that too because of the when I played around with Rhino. Just it's logical to see what else can I cascade in,
Yeah.
but it's just not that good. The top contender was Hypergenesis,
Hypergenesis,
but
yeah.
which just means you need one extra card at least in your hand to do anything.
Yeah, and just the 8 or the 8 power on board that can happen turn 1
Yeah.
is mostly. Yeah, I think it's good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, the plan of this deck is to play turn 1 or turn 2 8 power on board and have 1 or 2 disruptions.
Okay,
When
yeah,
you win a game.
for
like
sure.
Brazen Brower, Fire and Ice, Force of Will, just something to
Yeah, do you also play for Force Negation, right?
free.
3 Force
7
Negation.
forces main.
7 Forces main, yeah. What are your experiences with the deck?
I top 8 that with it in the Legacy 1K.
Okay, that's
With
extremely
a
strong, yeah.
4-0 and then 2 draws. That's 2 intentional draws.
Yeah.
To get in, it's really good. And online, it's not really good in the online meta, at least with the.
In the old meta, yeah.
Yeah. It's insanely good against Reanimator. Because you have 4 endurance main and then you decide.
Oh
well,
yeah, you basically fuck up every graveyard deck.
and then you board out the Rhinos and board in.
So what we have Street Rave, Reanimate Days, Fortis, Street Rave, and
Yeah.
Rain. So is this a classic Street Rave, Reanimate Street Rave hand?
That's. I don't think that's the best deck to do it against. Honestly. Yeah. No, I would want to say you board out the Rhinos and board in Inevitable Betrayal, and then. You
Oh
just,
yeah. Oh god.
There
this
was one game where my opponent just had 1 land, my Reanimator opponent, and got his Chancellor out of the deck, and he never resolved another spell because he couldn't
yeah, he
resolve
could.
play around his own Chancellor.
Yeah, classic.
And in the other game he conceded because I had Grizzlebrand and Sheldred on play, which
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Also, if you can, if you play against Sneak and Show and you bought this in, and you get your own Emrakul, seems really fun.
Because you can do it in the end step and then it just attacks.
Oh yeah, because you can violent
and
outburst. Oh, that's so sick. What
Only-
would you take in this situation? I mean, you can't. I think the Ignoble Hierarch is probably the best call here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Called it.
Like, what is the breeding call? Like,
Yeah.
if you have,
Don't shoot me in the face with the lightning
Yeah.
bolt. No.
if you just have a Murktide as your threat, maybe there's some argument for taking the blast.
Yeah. Then I see it. Yeah. But even then, it's like always bolt the bird. So
Yeah.
cycle Street Rave.
I mean, there are some hands where you say, I
Yeah,
have,
there's the Murktide.
if he has like a lot of fatal pushes where he doesn't mind to use one on the bird, he probably leaves it in the hand.
Then you take the blast and also cycle Street Rave for a Turok, but no second land.
So Turok tends to be kinda good against Swords to Blushes decks, but this is, I think, the best Swords to Blushes deck against Turok because it has Minskin which can handle it,
Yeah, that's true.
but they're like Focular Control.
And this is probably one of the strongest plays a Christian could
Yeah.
do. It's so strong to simply counter the brainstorm here.
I think dazing it would be wrong though, because you saw that he has a really threat light hand.
Yeah.
And if you manage to daze a threat, it's so much better.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the temptation to just daze this blast is there, but I don't think you should do it.
I think Timo will do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Nah, me neither. Me neither, definitely.
Like if now a knight resolves on 3 mana,
You're in trouble.
feels so bad.
You're in big trouble. And
And you basically gave Christian more time to top deck?
Yeah, not even that, because still no land for Timo.
No, that's a polluted delta.
Is it the Pulut?
That's the full
that's
Pulut
the
delta.
full up Pulut.
You have to learn your
Okay.
full art card.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I have an unfair advantage because I
Because it's your deck.
actually have seen all these cards close up.
Okay, so he has a second land then. Taking a look again at the brainstorm cards, and going down to 9. And this is a shadow.
No, it's Reanimator.
This is Reanimate on the ignoble hierarch.
I don't know if that's correct, but it's okay.
So it goes down to 8.
But that's another black source.
Yeah, that's true. It's not Black Source, yeah. Totally forgot about that.
Let's do it.
And Bold, the ignoble again. But yeah, Bold in face would be so much more beautiful.
I had a game today against Control where I played a Passive Progress for 8 damage.
Okay, wow.
And
for
fetched
8.
for Mystical Dispute to put it back on top.
Oh god, yeah.
And then used days to bounce Mystical Dispute. And then I lost the game. But it was really fun.
But it was fun. At least it's something. So that's a polluted delta.
That's a blue right there.
So he goes down to 7. Now it's time for the underground sea. Yeah. It would be too greedy here to fetch on a watery grave.
Yeah.
And what's now? That's a Murktide, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. So we talked about dazing the blast, but we didn't talk about wasting the blast on a brainstorm. Was it a waste? Should we use it here?
Not in this.
I also
Not in that
yeah.
spot, because he didn't know that he had the days. And if he forces it, it's still good, because it's a 2-for-1. And there's a blast.
And yeah, but I don't think he had that in the
Nah,
the time,
I
the time
also
he used
don't
the
think-
blast.
I also don't think he had that.
That's
I still
not
think
bad.
it's right to blast the brainstorm.
Yeah.
Sure, it's greedy, but
I definitely like the blast more than I like the daze.
yeah, for sure. The blast is definitely better. I also wouldn't have dazed it. That was just, I think, too greedy from Timo's side.
I mean, the point is kind of moot because Christian never drew a threat he could have dazed.
Yeah, you're right.
But there could be a scenario in which there's now a knight on the board.
Goes down to 5. And another Murktide. Ooh, okay. But this Murktide isn't that big. Yeah.
It's a 4/4/4. Sometimes you have to play this 4/4 or 3/3 Murktide.
He has a sword in hand.
He has, most importantly, he has no white source.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm pretty sure the Brooks is a tiger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now
I'm
there's
sure
the
it's
white source.
There's the
And
knight.
there's the knight.
Play the round days. Like. That's not a point.
Mm-hmm.
Timo currently has no grip.
No crypt, no. No
Not
snuff out. in
Snuff
hand.
out would be kind of hard also. Right now.
Yeah, with 5 life. Oh my god, yeah. Imagine just Christian drops a fetch land. Timo snuff out the knight and Christian fetches on Dryad Armor, kills him with Dryad Armor. That would be so funny.
That's a good card here.
Him? Yeah.
Turek.
Turek, yeah.
Also known as blocking this knight for days.
Yeah, that's true, but I think knight is mostly here for other reasons.
Not if Timo is at 5 life.
Yeah, okay. You're not wrong.
Because this Turek will allow Timo to attack sometimes in the near future. Ooh, using the revolt of the of getting wasted.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's an attack for 6.
Hmm. He takes it. Goes down to 9. Still has a sword in hand.
So Christian plays a full bladed of bolt, does he?
Yeah.
So he double bolt is not out of the picture.
No, double bolt, but he still has to have it.
Yeah. But
Are we in turns? I'm not sure right now. Nope, we still have 3 minutes on the clock. But why are my pairings so different? Are my round times so different?
maybe because we start the clock at the top level on 55 minutes.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Still have 3 minutes on the clock.
Just because we are not that super competitive high stakes tournament, we just decided to use 55 minutes rounds, so we can take a little bit of a break
Smoking break
smoking breaks
and toilet breaks
yeah,
between.
and so we don't hand out game losses if anybody shows up late to a table either.
Yeah.
That's
Zenith for 4.
so days.
If he can't daze this.
No, that
That's great. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
You know what's coming? Questing beast.
The piece with all the text. There's a Fortis, which now has a dead card, and a Blue Blast in this hand,
Which is a dead card.
is a card that protects him from dying to bolt, if you say it positively.
Yeah.
Also, Turok can't block a Questing Beast,
Nope.
because there is some line of text that says he can't, between all the other lines of text.
Yeah, because it can't block with.
That's a fetch land.
It's a fetch
That's game.
land. He can still
Yeah.
kill himself.
He can kill himself. Let's show if he does. So, can we somehow drag this loose back to the time he dazed? Yes, because the
think
greens
so.
on Zenith
And it's
the
through.
The greens on Zenith wouldn't have resolved if he had a daze.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Questing Beast does it again.
Yes.
Very, very great. So, as you can probably see, we don't have that much light left, actually, because the lights are going out. Yeah, so Christian Münster is 4-0. I'm not sure if he's the only one.
How many players were today?
25?
That should. I'm better at.
Yeah, me
You
too.
could just look up.
We can just look up, but at least we have. No, we should
Maybe.
have a second
You can look at the result.
guy that's 4-0 tonight. Let's take a look.
They have not updated.
Okay, no, it's not. They aren't
So
ready.
there is Sharpman Andreas at 9 points, so 3-0 playing against Markus Schmidhuber. So if,
Also with 9 points, yeah.
I don't know.
But,
Markus is open. No, yeah.
Marcus? No, Marcus,
Markus
has
has
6
6 points.
Yeah.
If Markus wins, Christian is the only 4-0 player and wins the FNM by default. Not by default, but
But by 12 points, yeah.
by 12 points. And if Andreas wins his round against Markus, then there will be a tiebreaker for who wins.
Yeah, I think Christian's game win percentage is better.
But the opponent match win is
It's the same.
the same. So that won't be the same after this round because they all have previous rounds opponents that are also playing.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong, yeah.
So
So
it's really close, and we have to see. In theory, Christian should have an edge because he just won against the guy who is 3-1.
Yeah.
And if Andreas wins, he wins against the guy who will be 2-2. Well, from their direct round 4 opponents, the tiebreakers should be better for Christian, but on the lower tables there could be some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you will see in our social media, we will post the results on our Facebook and our Twitter and also on our Instagram. You can follow us there. It's everywhere, Austrian_legacy. Also, you can find all the information about our league on Austrian-legacy.com. And you can find me on Twitter. It's @PhinikMTG, PHINEKMTG. And yeah, Jonas, thank you very much for commentating in the last round and for helping me out. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Jova_99 at Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah.
But I post like once every decade, so you just can. if you don't look, you will see the same. Yeah. Also, you can find some random deck lists of mine online, like mostly Delver or Rhinos.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. We will stream again, I think, on the last weekend in April. I'm not sure if I will be streaming again or if one of my colleagues
will.
will.
Qualifier in Graz in the last weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, but I
FNM?
think we will have a weekly tournament there, and because I think the European Legacy Masters qualifier in Graz is either on Saturday or on Sunday. So
it's on Saturday, the 29th is Saturday.
So there will be a stream here on twitch.tv/Austrian_legacy. And with this, I think we can call it a wrap up, and thank you very much for joining us tonight, and lots of love.